Fresh Prince was a slap. I heard we lost Danny Tanner. Somehow I'm a motherfucking rapper. Let's go. And it's not my fault. What's going on in the world today? And it's not my fault that people identify as them or they. And it's not my fault Amber Turd likes to shit on Johnny's bed. And it's not my fault Britney Spears looks like she's a fucking wreck. How's everybody going about their business? Pete Davidson stealing Kanye's bitch. Travis Scott keeps continuing the show, and people in the big get trampled on a little more. Sean Watson coming back, playing for the Browns. They're paying in millions for all the charge counts. Then we got Netflix charging double for accounts. The human race just keeps adding more pronouns. And it's not my fault what's going on in the world today. And it's not my fault gallon of gas is a foot long from Subway. And it's not my fault Elon Musk trying to become a Twitter head. And it's not my fault. It's just not my fault. I feel like the world that we're living in is getting more fucked up. Makes me want to kill again. First we got the pandemic wreaking havoc. School still getting shot up, causing panic. If you ask, media's erratic. Celebrity fanatic over here in static. Feeling like I can't even breathe. Maybe I'm asthmatic. Maybe I got the virus. Never know what's in store. It's problematic. What the fuck am I hearing sirens for? When I was younger, I was pretty good at basketball. My downfall was at my height. I wasn't really tall. Who knew I could have just changed my name to Jacqueline? Shoot a couple balls and see my teammates naked win. What the fuck is this world coming to? When the woman swimming next to you is really a dude. Admit it, it's weird. Admit it, you're queer. We all still know that you grow a fucking beard. And it's not my fault what's going on in the world today. And it's not my fault that people identify as them or they. And it's not my fault Amber Turd likes to shit on Johnny's bed. And it's not my fault Britney Spears looks like she's a fucking wreck. Nowadays I can't sail around the world, so I'll take another shot. I'll be flying with the birds. I'd rather talk about the Big Bang Theory. At least then I know I'll see Revenge of the Nerds. I'm tired of being scared. I'm tired of no work. I'm tired of waking up and seeing everything is fucking worse. When will we stop the hokey pokey and turn ourselves around?
Isn't that what it's all about?
Something's wrong when a bag of Doritos costs the same amount as a pint of tequila. And good luck getting any Coke Zero. 12 cans of that, $7.99 plus tax. At least now there's toilet paper to wipe our ass. But baby formula is going pretty fast. Ladies, it might be time to open up the taps. Just sit back, relax, and give your little one a blast. And it's not my fault what's going on in the world today. And it's not my fault gallon of gas is a foot long from Subway. And it's not my fault Elon Musk trying to become a Twitter head. And it's not my fault. It's just not my fault.
And we are live.
Hey, it's an Elsewhere podcast.
That.
What up, everybody? How y'all doing? You enjoying the weekend?
You're so much better at the intros than I am. I'm just like,
What's good?
What's up? Well, this is a podcast, and we've got Jackson. Hi, Jackson.
Hi, Kat.
What's
up, Skullz?
Liver. Jesus.
Well, I was meaning if you
Fuck
weren't
me, right?
if you weren't here, that's how it would go. I'd be like, hi.
No, I'm here.
Hi,
I'm here.
What's up, everybody? I see you in the chat. How's it going? I am
Got Alpha Tyler. Got fucking Chill Rock. Elena, how y'all doing?
Scarlet
Elena G.
Jorge. Oh, George. Papa Shoes, there's straight white males in here. I know I saw Vic popping in a second ago. DK, Annette, what's up, girl? I saw Jess earlier. I think Larry was here earlier. I don't know if he's
I
still.
appreciate that, Alpha Tyler.
Ooh, see?
Everybody coming through.
It's not.
Nina Loco.
I literally said that earlier. I'm like, it's not fair because y'all both have these voices that are like that specific pitch, like that tone, and I'm like, that's stupid. Could y'all just read audiobooks, please? Thanks. Appreciate it.
No, very low. It's rich. Jackson's voice is super rich. I think that's the best way to put it. Rich or bold, one of those.
I wish I was rich or bold.
Join the club. Join the club.
Hey, Bridget, Rachel, appreciate y'all being here. Man, people are rolling in. Roxy's here. Oh, man, it's hot.
Yeah, I don't know why I always get top chat and people get cut off, so I don't see everything. It annoys me.
It's like
And
the
then
dumbest thing.
Yeah, and then it switches back. It's like, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing to me? We got Aggie
Bridget, I like
here.
bold. What's up,
Oh,
Bridget?
God. Don't say it like that. Oh, God. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all enjoying the weekend?
I'm here. I was trying to adjust
Adjust what? Oh, God.
my teenager.
Oh, okay.
I tried to play it off.
You really got to clarify things, Kat.
Well, I mean, I'm not a dude. I don't just sit here and like, you know. That means a whole different thing if you're a guy.
Yes, it does. It really does.
But no, we're just getting started. They're home for the summer, which is fun. But there's a lot going on this summer for everybody. Like, it's not even funny. I mean, it kind of is. A little bit.
I can't believe it's June already.
I know. My birthday month. Let's go.
I'm just happy it's summer.
Well, I am when I'm not in my office.
Ooh, fancy. You got an office.
Yeah, it's super fancy.
Their kitchen.
My garage.
Jesus.
It's in the same place I always am. But no, everybody's working on Skullz. Skullz, you just dropped a song. Jackson, pretty much you just dropped a song as like an every week thing. So that's you drop music all the time. And then
Kinda.
if people aren't aware, Jackson has this channel. You can hit !Jackson in the chat and it should work. And you can get to his channel to go check him out, subscribe if you like what you hear or what you see. He does a top 10, and that's like the super secret sauce there. He does his top 10 lists for independent artists. So anything that's brand spanking new, I'm sure I'm going to butcher how this is explained. But if it's brand spanking new in like the last 7 days or that week or whatever, we'll put together a top 10 list, and you can get all kinds of new music, all new releases. And he even puts the ones on there that didn't quite make it, like honorable mentions, in the description too. So you can find all kinds of cool music. It's kind of my go-to place.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
Yeah,
It's a
you
lot of
showed
work,
me
but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Showed me a couple people off of the streams, and it got me interested, so I've dropped by a few times. Definitely
Yo, what up,
a
Sack Juggalo?
lot of fucking talented people end up on there.
Kill this fly.
Yeah, it's dope too, because like Kat or somebody like Elena even will, send me links to people I've never heard before that just dropped a song, and I'm like, this is dope, and then all of a sudden they're on the top 10 and they're on my radar, which is pretty cool.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, and I prefer the independent artists.
I think
I really do.
I think everybody that's here actually does. Everybody that's in the chat, I think that's kind of what we have in common, is that we're.
Well, that's the worst part about the top 10 is I exclude anybody that copyrights. So like I'll upload the top 10 and then 3 of them will be copyrighted, and so then I got to go back and make adjustments and then do it again, and it's just that's the worst part about it.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah, I think I copyrighted my first album, but I'm stopping that with future stuff.
yeah, that was fun.
Well, a lot of it's not even artists; it's just the producers that have the beat.
Yeah. If you got a leasing agreement or anything as well, yeah. Because then I don't really know how that works on the live. Do you put in a dispute afterwards, or
Well,
it
I
just?
mean, if you don't have a license, it's kind of hard to, unless you're actually like doing a reaction.
Yeah, I don't know if you could. Yeah, I guess it goes through the beat makers. So yeah, you can't really file a dispute because you don't have any leasing. Yep. All right. Yeah, that's lame. That's lame as fuck.
Yeah, I think the competition, I got nailed with like 7 or 8 of them.
Did you really?
Mhm.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't have any except for Tom and Nova. There's the only other 2 I got nailed. Oh, and your song, of course. Everything else, I don't. No other stream do I have any copyright claims except for the rap competition, and that one.
Well,
that-
Greta-
Every one of my lives, I get about 30 to 50 copyright claims.
that's crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah, for real. I mean, they're not like dangerous ones by any means, but it's still annoying to get 50 emails every day.
Well, doesn't it, if you have too many of them, if they build up over time, doesn't it like hurt you in the long run?
No.
Like make you disqualified for stuff if you have all these copyright claims, or is that no? I don't know.
I mean, at least my experience, I haven't, no.
Yeah, I pretty much get with every video I put up, I get a copyright thing, and I just put in a dispute.
Night, so
Yeah, I do too.
appreciate you swinging through, man. Haven't talked to you in a minute. Hit me up later. Silvio, remember Silvio?
Yeah, it's just annoying, especially since like a lot of the time you're in the right with the copyright laws, but there's no mediation process on YouTube.
In one of my lives a couple months ago, I got clapped 3 different times for my own music.
That's so
Kinda funny.
stupid.
That would burn
Oh
my ass.
man,
Just a little bit.
burn your ass. Never heard that.
Maybe chop your ass.
No, I mean, you know what would really burn my ass? A flame about 3 feet high.
You know what really grinds my gears?
What's up, Papa? Papa Shoot? Is that how you say it? Or Papa Sweaty?
I say shoot. I'm not saying sweaty.
I'd say I'm calling me
Papa
sweaty from
Sweaty.
here on.
I'm Papa Sweaty.
Oh my god, my new pet here is not being nice to me. I'm about to beat him with a fly swatter when I find one.
He's still
You should burn his
fucking
ass.
fly. Kill him.
Okay, thanks, Alpha Tyler. I see that. He says strikes are what knock eligibility claims just redirect monetization. Well, that's not a problem for me. So, by the way, if nobody caught the quote that I did, the flame about 3 feet high, that's from Biggest Little Whorehouse in Texas with Dolly Parton. A badass movie.
Is actually in a movie called that.
Yeah, it's called Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, and it has Burt Reynolds and Dolly Parton.
Ooh.
Funny.
That movie's really
Yeah,
good.
watch it.
Papa Sweaty.
Shooty. He says
Starring
Shooty.
Papa Sweaty.
Shooty.
Papa Shooty.
I'm calling him Sweaty from now on. Hey, Sweaty.
Come here, Shane.
Mom spaghetti, knees weak, Papa sweet. What did you say?
Need a Papa Sweaty.
Ew.
It's Pop honest.
I don't think it means what you think it means. Like,
But on the surface, he looks Papa Sweaty. Oh man, I used to love those memes, the mom spaghetti memes. Some of them are fucking too dark though. I'm not even gonna repeat them.
I don't even think I've seen him.
man, man.
Fuck it. My friend sent me on a 9/11. It was the Twin Towers, and it was spaghetti, and it said "Never forgetty."
Jeez.
That's cute.
The
though.
type of humor. Yeah, but I think Eminem's face was in it too, like in the spaghetti.
Oh,
I don't know. I get a kick out of stupid shit like that. I have a fucked up sense of humor.
no.
Oh yeah.
No, but I was trying to think. I had something I was gonna say, and then I forgot
Remember
about
that
it.
South Park song? Suck on my chocolate salty balls.
Yeah, you should do a cover.
I probably could.
You probably could.
I'd need a minute. Unless that was it. I think that was it, right?
Well, then
Put
he
'em in
says
your mouth
stick them in your
and
mouth and
suck
suck them. Yeah.
What a legend.
Honestly, by the way, guys, if you heard the intro to this podcast, that is Jackson's music. So, that was exclusive access, unreleased shit right there. So,
Hell yeah.
if you'd like
I
to,
was
You all
feeling
need to
that one.
check out Nina Loco's track called Ball Sweat. Classic.
Oh my god.
And it's true. Like, check out the emojis he just posted. That's the ball sweat emoji.
Is it?
True story.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a big ball. All right. I'm afraid
That's
to
a- he
type
said that's a
in
big
ball
ball.
sweat anywhere though.
That's a big ball.
I don't know how we talk about sweaty balls. It's been like 15 minutes and we're already.
What's up? It's a rap, yo.
It's summertime.
Oh, that's true.
We're all rocking
Summertime.
sweaty balls. Well, not you, but
No, I'm not. My cat might be. I don't know. Oh no, he didn't have any. Never mind.
Catnip.
that's funny. Bruh, I keep getting like comments here and there about like people saying like, "Oh, I like Greta Thunberg."
Oh, that was hilarious yesterday.
Yeah, I
So
got
that's
another
a real
one now.
person.
Yeah. She was like, I don't know, like what, 12 years old and like speaking
I'll
about
look this
climate
chick up.
change. And it's like, but you don't know anything about climate change. Like, why are people listening to you? Like, you're just a kid.
Yeah, she was
Oh
brainwashed.
wow, she's got like some mean facial expressions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she has a Hulu special, which is like what the font on the video was like designed to parody that
She's
green.
referred to as the Joan of Arc of climate change.
She hasn't done shit.
Now,
Fucking
all I
interesting.
remember, the only thing I've known her to do is get up there and bitch about things that her parents told her to bitch about. That's it.
Yeah,
Get
like,
mad, make
exactly.
faces, and say, "How dare you!"
Yeah, how dare you? You robbed my childhood. How dare you? It's like, bro, like, how do you know? You're not even, you haven't finished your childhood.
Fucking weird.
It's, it's still going. It's still going on.
I
You're
think
going to
that,
be fine.
I think the running consensus, and this is because I just never ever paid attention and I never looked into her and I was nothing to do with it. So, just in passing, I've heard that like she, I think, is some level autistic and that her parents have like.
Yeah,
they,
her
like,
parents absolutely
twisted her
fucked
into
her.
this, like manipulated, and they're the driving force behind everything she says. It's like like a brainwash, but I mean, I guess every kid's brainwashed by their parents, but
Oh yeah, that's happening a lot more and more. It's all indoctrination. But
yeah.
Speaking of
yeah,
autistic,
no.
have you guys seen the show Atypical?
I have not.
No, I haven't.
Pretty good. It's on Netflix. It's like about like an autistic kid. It's pretty funny.
Does it like go into that type of thing, or is
It's
it
got a
just
lot
kind
of serious
explore-
parts too, but it's like it's a comedy, but it's also got like some serious parts. Like Michael Rappaport plays a dad.
Oh, okay. Only Autistic Show I think I've like what Autistic Show. It was The Good Doctor, I think it was called.
Yeah, that's a good show too.
I've watched like a few episodes. It was definitely better than I thought it was gonna be. And that kid had one funny ass moment. I forget what it was, but I was literally laughing out loud. But yeah, no. Greta has Asperger's syndrome. And if you actually watch some of like the videos where she's like speaking on her own accord without a piece of paper in front of her, she gets choked up and she can't speak and like she just shuts down, and it's very clear she isn't saying what she believes. She's saying what she's expected to say. I actually feel really bad for her. She was just kind of a conduit in the song because there was just so many parallels to other people, being like an authority on subjects without actually earning the right to call themselves any kind of authority. And I thought that was a nice parallel to put her up on.
They just took everything out on this poor 19-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Nice.
Take that, Greta Thunberg. I just want her to say "How dare
think
you"
about
if
that?
she watches it. You're like, Skullz diss me. How dare you?
Larry, you're funny.
I would die.
I love how you guys come up with like different ways to kind of the lyrical ability to twist words into make it mean something else, but kind of be either comedic or like got 'em. You know, I love that. Not in like a diss track type setting. I'm talking about just regular lyrics. You know, where it just sounds cool. Like, wow, I never would have thought to say it that way, but that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know where it comes from sometimes. Just comes
Little
out.
ass.
You just what happened?
I don't know.
My
I'm just saying
ass?
got
What
him.
did you say? It comes out my ass. Yeah, I'm basically like that fat kid in Little Giants who's talking out of his ass.
Oh my. Well,
Am I
Jackson,
getting old?
you got that song that you're working on. You've got like 15 or 16 songs in the works right now, I think.
Yeah, probably like 100, but yeah,
Jesus
same,
Christ,
same
dude.
deal.
You fucking bang him out.
I'm
Wow.
trying to actually like finish more songs as opposed to just starting a bunch and putting them on the back burner.
Sometimes it's easier to write like that, though. You know, just like have a bunch of things going on rather than just one.
Yeah, well, my problem is I'll listen to a beat and like ideas come to me fairly easy for like a melody or an idea or concept for the song. And so then I'll like start it and then I'll just put it on the back burner and come back to it. But that's why I try not to listen to new beats.
Yeah.
Which we know how that
Yeah.
goes.
So it's more like you get sidetracked more than like you would benefit from being more focused on one particular beat.
Yeah, I just think I'm better at like starting songs because like it's easier for me to start a song than to finish one.
It's more
makes
exciting
sense.
to start a song. That's what I think it is.
Yeah,
Like when you
plus I
come up
only
with
need
that
like an
idea.
idea to start it, and then I need like all kinds more to finish it.
Yep. Then yeah, you have to expand on it rather than just
Probably why I
deal with
feature so many
excitement.
artists because I don't want to like, it makes my life easier.
I've done that too before, where it's like, oh, I really don't want to write another verse, or the second verse isn't coming as easy. So, who's around?
What up,
You know?
Blind Sight?
Hey, Blind Sight, what up, bro?
Have you ever gone back to a song like that you started a while back and come back to it and been like, yeah, fuck that. I'm going to do a whole different thing and completely scrapped it and like restarted, keeping the same beat?
Yeah, there's also songs that I've been trying to finish for like 3 fucking years and I can never figure it out.
With my song Runaway, I actually started that really. I didn't. Well, actually, I did kind of scrap some things, but I had different melodies for it. But I started it like as maybe like the third song I was writing out of the 10 songs on the album. And it was the last song I finished. And it was probably like I started it and then I finished it like 4 months later.
Yeah. I mean, I look at it like every song kind of has its own life cycle, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. I realize too, like sometimes you'll start an idea and sometimes you just can't finish it because you're not in that mindset anymore.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. Or sometimes you'll get an idea that's just better and you put it higher priority,
Yep. There's all sorts of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of roses in chat. What's up,
Yeah,
Blind
what's
Sight?
with the roses? Oh, okay. They're so pretty.
Like spice it up. Spice it. I can't.
Where's mine? Oh wait, there's mine. Thanks, Blind Sight. Thanks, man.
You should have fucked with Blind Sight and been like, there's a lot of tulips in the chat.
Did you give Papa Sweaty one? You give Sweaty one.
Sweaty. That'd be short.
Thrill of a chase, you mean?
The
Yeah.
thrill of one more kill. Dick McGuffin? Who's Dick McGuffin?
It's one of the best names out there.
Yeah. I love that he said howdy. That's such a Dick McGuffin thing to say. Oh, man.
See, I go quieter when you guys are
That's all I
talking about
think.
making songs because I don't know anything about it. So I'm just kind of like, oh, that's interesting. And I just sit back and listen because I don't do it.
You should.
I shouldn't. I really shouldn't.
It's not a tulip.
Not a tulip. Wow, wow.
Ah.
I do mine more like Opie from Family Guy. Like, wow, wow.
Who's Opie from Family Guy?
Oh, he's like, I think he was like in like a couple episodes. He's like really, really stupid. He doesn't say anything. He just freaks out. Peter and Lois were like having sex in front of him, and he just freaks out. Wow, wow, and runs away.
That's funny.
Basically, the retarded Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I literally have never seen that show, so.
Yeah,
Still,
she told me that the other day. I'm like, how have you never fucking seen that show?
very carefully and
It
purposefully.
was good. It was really, really good at the beginning, and then like anything that goes on too long, it just got worse. But I still have a spot. Hey, Lois, roof shopping kit.
Come on, Peter.
That was good.
Get to
That
the
was good.
chopper.
You can do a Joe. I know you could do a Joe.
Yeah, I can do it better than that, just not right now.
Yeah, you gotta scream power bar. I can't fucking do it.
What are you doing? Yo, Bridget, thank you.
Beautiful kitty on.
Do you have a favorite song that you are most proud of?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fucking tough question.
I'm wondering what Dick McGuffin's favorite song is.
I'll come back to that. I got to think about that.
How about a favorite song this year that's like way above everybody else, not necessarily yours? Something you heard that you're like, holy shit, that's awesome.
And these are great questions. I would say I don't know the name of it, but probably a song by Fable or Vinjay.
Yeah.
Like that one where Fable just fucking screams like crazy, but it sounds so dope.
Yes, I know which one you're talking about. It's on my playlist.
And that Vinjay Cryptic Wisdom one that just dropped the other day is really good.
One was, yeah. I did like his Beast Unleashed 5, but I liked that one with Cryptic Wisdom. I just felt like I wish it was longer.
Yeah, Beast Unleashed 5 is the only one I heard by Vinjay, and I was really impressed. I really liked that. Like the production value. The beat was nuts, dude. Like it was so unpredictable and glitchy. I loved that.
What's up, Victoria? How are you?
Would you rather? No.
Never have I ever.
No, I was going to say, would you rather? Let's see.
I'm gonna play Spin the Bottle.
No.
Please
What?
no.
What? Yeah.
Hey, are they making a new Willy Wonka?
Are they? I hope not.
Without Johnny Depp?
Well, because I saw Mr. Beast like put out a video today, and then I just made some coffee, and the creamer that my mom has in the fridge has like Willy Wonka all over it.
That's super weird because honestly, I like the original. I don't like the Johnny Depp version, but
I never saw it. I saw the original. I like the original a lot. But yeah, no. I can see Johnny Depp doing Willy Wonka, but I don't know, just no interest in that remake.
I'd probably say, like, going back to your question about the song, it would probably be Numb the Pain featuring Gone. Because that's one that I like re-recorded over and over and over, and I could like never get it right, and then it kind of just all fell into place.
Numb the Pain.
Those are always the best ones where they just kind of like fall into place. You know, there's so many that I try to make work, and then it's like, it's not the best one, but
Yeah, I will say I've been very blessed with features like over my career. Like I think for one I have a pretty good eye of like picking my features, but at the same time that I would say 95% of the time they've been awesome.
Yeah, you've got some serious names. Serious names you've worked with, at least in my opinion. People that I really respect, people that I really like their music. And I swear to you, every time I find I'm like, oh, this is one I haven't heard before. This is an artist, independent artist, you know. And I'll go and you have a song with them. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's really cool. Like this whole YouTube platform allows you to network with people from all over the world. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it also, I feel like it leaves you open a little bit to, it's the whole problem with the internet and social media as it is. By having access to all these people, you also have access to all different kinds of hate too. Because people, when my mom raised me, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't speak, which I don't listen to, but people should. People just need to move on and not say negative things to people.
You just totally pulled a do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yo, somebody bounced that It's a Rap Yo guy out of here. I know it's depressing looking at that photo, and I'm like, damn, that was like 100 pounds ago. I look pretty good right there.
Hey, you know what?
Jackson Pierce is the transporter 4. Why the 4? Why 4?
It's my motivation.
I thought I've never seen the movie, so I was gonna say maybe there's 3, and he's saying he's the 4th.
Oh, maybe.
They've got jokes in the chat right now.
I've never seen the movies, but I love Jason Statham. Dudes.
Hey, look, we got a YouTube troll. Cool.
Dude.
What's up?
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No hate here. I'm sorry, YouTube. I think Dick McGuffin's a better troll name. I'm sorry, I'm picking on you, bro, but
I don't know why, but like Dick McGuffin reminds me of like Scruff McGruff.
yeah, it does. Oh, God.
Chicago,
Dick
Illinois.
McScruff.
Oh my god.
We're butchering his already butchered name. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm roasting him.
I just look at the chat. There's a troll. Hi.
What up? It's a wrap.
I don't know why that's so funny. Because usually you don't know, but this one's like, hey, that's who I am.
Yeah, he's wearing his garbage.
Skullz, what's your favorite song that you've ever done?
That I've ever done. Yeah, that's a hard one. Those are my babies,
The Uber home.
My favorite song. I think my favorite song is Unreleased.
Is that the name, or is it just not released?
It's just not released.
Oh.
I don't know what it's going to be called. Thinking of calling it Just Add Smoke, which will make no sense to you guys. But
Is it like a witch spell or something?
Ooh, yeah, I'm concocting this evil
Just
song.
Add Smoke. Come here,
No,
little pretty.
It's kind of politically driven. But I'll get there.
That's a dope name, Ricochet.
Ricochet, yeah. Love Ricochet.
Right, I didn't even realize that. I thought it was Rika.
Ricochet.
Yeah, Ricochet. I get it.
Yeah, if you don't know who that is, he does these really awesome videos where he draws almost graffiti style art.
That's dope.
And he speeds it up so that you can. It's like you see somebody drawing fast.
Oh, like the time lapse thing.
Yeah, and it's pretty badass. And he did a couple for some of the winners of the competition, as well as for just other people. If they're on, I think he's starting to do it on Twitch now. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
No, it would be dope. A fucking video where like there's just a giant canvas behind whoever's singing, rapping, or whatever, and just having someone paint something while you rap through the whole song. That would be fucking
Would you
dope.
be rapping about what they're painting?
Could be. Or they could be painting what I'm rapping
That would
about.
be cool.
I think they've done something similar to that in America's Got Talent.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was
it's
more
not
like
an
a
original
song.
idea.
It wasn't like somebody actually standing there performing, but the person was doing it to a song, and it made sense at the time. I don't know. It was years ago. I can't remember, but one of those where it makes no sense. They put all these colors and they put all these things on the canvas, and you don't know what it is, and then suddenly in the last 5 seconds they add a stroke here, a stroke there, and you're like, oh, okay. And suddenly
they shake it like an etch-a-sketch, and then it makes sense.
yeah, pretty much. Oh, congrats. Got affiliated. Speaking of congratulations, Jackson hit over 20,000 subscribers, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey,
Dude,
that's fucking awesome,
pretty
bro.
dope. And I noticed today, like, I just passed 2 million views, which is kind of cool too.
That's absolutely cool.
That's crazy, dude. That's no easy feat.
I
Like, I'm
swear though,
wondering-
I don't
I'm
know if
wondering
you
how
guys
many-
experience the same thing, but lately, like, my subs on YouTube will go down like randomly, like 40, and then it'll go back up, and then it'll go down like another 30 or 40, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, I've experienced that a few days. I think it happened like 3 times in like the last 2 weeks. So I'm just like,
pretty much.
okay. Yeah, I never know with YouTube. They're so fucking.
But I don't want to get too excited about 20K until it's like a week after.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm in the clear.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't blame you. 2 million though, that's no easy feat, man. I just hit 750,000.
Nice.
Just fucking dope. So I'm getting there too. But
Oh yeah, you got like what, 8,000 subs or something like that?
yep, just about.
Well, you were at like
whatever.
6,000.
200.
We were shouting it out like less than a month ago. I was like, yeah, you
Oh,
hit
yeah,
like
yeah,
6,000,
yeah.
and now it's like, I looked yesterday, the day before, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, no, there was see, that's the thing. That's the weird thing about it is it never seems to be like consistent growth. It's always just bursts of growth. But
Oh.
the bigger you get, shut up. But the bigger you get,
Oh.
damn. I'm gonna change my name to Dick McGruff.
What's up,
The
Truth?
bigger I get. Hey, Truth in here. What up, bro?
What's up, Truth?
We're just hanging out.
I had
Yep.
1 month a while back where I got like 4,000 subs, but I think that was because I was doing a lot of like true crime content. But
What do you mean, like
but
true
yeah,
crime?
it's
Like
kind of hit or miss.
like going through like cases sort of thing?
Yeah, I cover true crime, not as much as I used to, but I have another channel now because I kind of separated them. But for a while, like I think like a year ago, pretty much, I took like 2 months off of music and was just like doing true crime for like 2 months straight. It's pretty crazy.
You have the voice for it. Like,
Thank you.
He was never seen again.
It was 9 p.m.
you could do like the movie.
Go
from,
on.
The movie.
Go on, I'm listening. 9 p.m.
No, I've just always been very interested in that kind of stuff.
I like the
Like,
ones
what about it?
that were unsolved, but then they solved them. Like, doesn't matter how long after, but they ended up solving them. I hate unsolved mysteries. Like, what's the point? I want to know how it ends. Like, I can't handle it being open and no one ever knew what happened.
People love that shit, though.
Well, good,
People,
they can
it's like
have 'em.
aliens, and it's like fucking aliens and.
Okay, how would they solve mysteries if you never watch Unsolved Mysteries?
Well, they solve them themselves and then they tell us about them.
Oh, okay.
So wait. So you watched Unsolved Mysteries, and then at the end you were like, "How, this is unsolved? What the hell?"
She was watching like, I hope there's an update on this one.
Yeah.
I honestly have thought that before.
Update.
So, okay, get this. About, it's like 2015, somewhere like that. I remember because of specifically where I was working, and when I moved to Florida, it was in 2015. So, in 2015, I was like sneaking my headphones at work, and I would have my phone propped up and I would watch YouTube videos. I'd listen to them, right? But I didn't watch music videos or anything. I didn't care about all that. I literally would watch, I wanted to watch shows, right? And the only ones that kind of are all encompassing were the podcast types, where basically they speak everything and then you hear like clips of stuff, because you know you can't really just watch TV while you're like have your phone hidden in a drawer. And so I would go into these, you know, crime ones, you know, these crazy crime ones. But then what would happen is it would automatically play the next one. And that was fine, no big deal. Until I would get all the way through the damn story and they'd end it with a no resolution. I'm like, motherfucker! Because I didn't look at my phone, it was in the drawer. Pissed me off to no end. Because I'm like, so now
Can
what?
you imagine if it was like, welcome to Solved Mysteries?
I would be like,
I'm your
yes,
host,
this is for me.
Robert Stack.
That would be for me. That's what I want. I want the conclusion.
That is the worst when you watch, because like sometimes I'll watch like a 10-minute video about something and it's a really like, interesting case and shit, and then all of a sudden it'll be like, tune in to ID Discovery to watch the rest. And I'm like, you motherfuckers.
They got me.
See,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Solved. Yes, absolutely. I would totally watch that. I get the people like the unknown and mysterious. Yeah. Annette listens to Unsolved to help you sleep at night. How in the fuck does that happen? How do you sleep better knowing that there's unsolved, like, creepy people out there that do heinous shit? Like,
Yeah, right.
that
Like,
helps you
fucking-
sleep.
like it's so reassuring to know there's murderers out there. Good night, everyone.
Larry,
Good
I don't
night,
think I know how to
family.
do any of those things.
I know Larry earlier said something about approaching me in a club.
I think he's describing Lindsay Sterling as ironing.
There was one crime case that I was like very, very like deep into like trying to investigate shit, and it was in my home state of Indiana where I grew up, and it was about like two young girls who were murdered, unfortunately, and it's still like unsolved like 5 years later. It's pretty crazy.
Rude.
Is it Michael
Yeah,
Clark
maybe it'll be
Duncan?
Unsolved Mysteries sometime soon.
I like cold cases are good too. Not the and here's the thing I found out. Apparently, there's two types. There's the type where they bring it back up because they solve cold cases, and the other one is where they just talk about them. I get bringing it back up into the public view, but I didn't know. I wasn't, and so I go through and they're like, "Oh, this case from 20 years ago," and then they found out nothing. They found absolutely nothing. I'm like, "What the hell?" I get so mad. And Alpha Tyler, I see that. No, I actually prefer to read books that are in series so that the story goes on and on and on and on and on and on and doesn't ever end. I want to know what happened after.
So do you watch soaps?
I haven't in a really long time, but I tend to, if there's a good show, I'll wait until it's got like 4, 5, 6 seasons out, and then I'll just binge them. Knock them out in like
What's
2
What up,
days.
Sweeney?
I honestly am like the weird one who misses like one episode being like a week.
Yeah,
Just
you are
because
weird.
like yeah, well I mean like, it was more gratifying to get to the episode.
No,
you
it
know?
pissed
And then
me
you
off.
appreciated every episode more.
I have no patience. You know this.
That's not a good thing.
Well, I've had patience for most of my life, and now I don't have to. So I don't want to. What's up,
Yeah.
Reese?
Did any of you guys watch the new Stranger Things?
No.
No, I got to like the end of season 2 and I stopped for some reason.
I did too.
I think I think it was after like, well, I don't want to spoil anything, but it was like I don't know, it was like the episode before the finale, and then it just disinterested me, that episode. I didn't like the way they went about it, and I mean it's still a great show. I should get back to it, but yeah, no, I just kind of got away from it. Season 1 was just fucking out of this world though.
He
Dude,
does
I really liked the new season that came out. Like you can tell they spent a lot of money on it, and they definitely went like the horror route.
Ooh, okay.
I actually watched
What's up,
Stranger
Desiree?
Things because everybody liked Stranger Things, right? It was a thing. And I usually don't jump on things like Tiger King. Haven't seen an episode, don't care to, probably never will. However, like Stranger Things, I really like fantasy, sci-fi. Like I really like that kind of stuff, and I was hoping it would go that route. I'm not necessarily a fan of like the 70s, 80s look at all, but okay. But I did the whole first season. I'm like, oh, okay, I can see where this could go, or maybe I'd like to see where this goes, or whatever. But mid to end season 2, I'm like, nah, I'm good. It wasn't for me. I was just like, I just don't care. And
Like
usually,
Alpha Tyler in a good way or a bad way? Curious.
see, thank you. I thought the first season was good. If they see, you know which other one that they like made into something and then stopped was like the OA. They could have gone like further with that. They also, what was the other one? There's
What
so
was
many
the OA?
good
Is that the
ones.
one where like the chick had like powers?
But yeah, they all like did weird like hand things.
Yeah, and they were like held captive
What?
or something, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Only hand stuff?
Well,
Yeah, I agree with you, Alpha Tyler. I'm really impressed with the new season. I was like, dang.
I mean, maybe if I could skip all the seasons in between, but like, it's not who I am. Like I said, I have to know
I gotta get back on it.
everything, and I'm not. See, that's the thing is like, everybody's like, "Oh, this is great." That's great. I'm not gonna watch it. It's just not for me. And that's
I don't know. I
okay.
like that whole '80s throwbacks
Oh, I
thing.
hate
You know, that whole
that.
I
vibe.
love the music on Stranger Things.
Oh, it's great. Yes, absolutely great.
Hate the '80s throwback. I
Why? What's wrong with the
hate it.
'80s throwback?
hate it.
You know
No.
the 80s like produced you, right?
Yes, I do. I'm aware.
You owe that decade a fucking great debt.
So I have to be constantly reminded that my parents were having sex in the '80s. Thank you.
Hell yeah, they were fucking.
Ew.
That's why I
No.
hate the '90s.
Do you know which one I like? What? And speaking of the '90s, I like Fresh Off the Boat. That was the closest. The things that they talked about and the way that that was so reminded me of the '90s growing up. Like the bands they were into, like what hanging out with your friends, and like just all this different. The way that they approached it was 100% accurate. It was hilarious. I love that show so much.
I never even heard of it. What?
Oh my god, it's actually
Yeah, me
Fresh
neither.
off the boat?
Fresh Off
Sounds
the Boat.
sounds like racist.
It's about
Yeah.
no, listen, it's about this Chinese family, right? And the father is like this. He runs like a steakhouse badly, like with the cowboy hats and stuff. The mom is like obsessed with him getting good grades, and like the grandma is crazy and pretends like she can't speak English. Like there's just
And this is why you've never watched Family Guy. So you can watch the Chinese Fresh Off the Boat.
it's hilarious. That show, I'm telling you, watch one episode. It's hilarious. But I also am not really into like adult cartoons. Like I don't care.
I like some of them. I see what you mean though, but I like some of them. I think Archer's probably one of the best cartoons.
I think you and
There's some
Blaine in the server went at that Archer thing for a minute.
Oh yeah, it's so funny. It's so funny. If that show was real life, you'd be dying, Kat. You would fucking love it. It's endlessly hilarious.
I've been told I sound like Archer.
No. Archer, he has like that dude has like a nasally voice. He sounds like he's congested. You know.
So do I.
No, you don't. I feel like your voice is coming from like your throat. He sounds like it's coming up from here. You know.
That was pretty good.
Oh my God, lead.
I'm sure that if I saw the
See,
show, I would
Nuna agrees with
understand the
me.
references.
Well, that was Bob's Burgers, but
Oh,
you know,
I have never
same
seen that
voice
either.
actor. Bob's Burgers, you can pass. It's funny, but it's.
I stopped
Archer's
watching
funnier.
like adult-ish or adult-adjacent cartoons, like when I stopped watching Beavis and Butt-Head and Daria. That was it. Like after that, I basically only got stuck watching kid cartoons, and I think that just soured me on it forever.
What about
You would-
BoJack Horseman?
Say that
That's a
again?
great one.
It's on Netflix. It's pretty good.
No, but say the words again.
BoJack Horseman.
Okay.
He's like a celebrity horse actor. It's funny.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, it's fucking great. He's basically like he was basically like Bob Saget in Full House.
The guy
And,
from
like-
Breaking Bad, like the what's the hell's his name? Is it Jesse?
Jesse.
Yeah, he's like one of the characters on that show, or the voices.
Oh, I've never
He's
seen
one of the funniest
Breaking
things about
Bad.
the show too. Oh my God, Kat. Oh
Bobby's
my
World.
God.
Bobby's World.
How
Yeah.
have you not seen Breaking
I can
Bad?
explain, but it's one of those things where it was my ex's like obsession.
Oh, okay. Bad
And-
association.
Absolutely. So even if I wanted to see it, he would get ahead of me with any of the episodes anyway. And it was the entire subject matter was something that he was putting up on a pedestal versus, you know what I'm saying? So that to me, it was not for me. So I just decided, fuck it. Same with us, unfortunately, and this is the one that I'm actually going to go back and binge someday, is Sons of Anarchy. we started to watch it, and then he literally, I went to work and I got back and he'd gone through like 8 episodes, and he was like, oh well, anyway, here, let's watch it. And I'm like, this is 8 episodes, I don't know what happened. He's like, oh well, get over it. I'm like,
I love Sons of Anarchy like till the end. Then I'm like, that sucked.
Well,
Yeah, it's very split. I kind of liked it, but I think it fizzled out by the end. But it's totally worth it, Kat, if you want to go revisit it.
No, that's the one that I
worth
plan on going back and actually watching it all. I just, because I've seen, the worst part is seeing random episodes from random seasons, and I don't know what season or episode it was. So, like, I have random tidbits of information, maybe, but it's been long enough now that I don't remember. So that helps.
And through this world, all alone.
But
I think
see,
I just didn't like how like Jax decided to like do what he did.
No spoilers.
Yeah, so I'm not spoiling it, but like that whole thing, I was like, what the fuck did I just watch?
yeah. See,
Yeah, it was. I can't say. I don't want to spoil anything for Kat. Kat, watch it.
no, I plan on watching it. See, but see, here's my thing: is when I get into a mode where I'm like, I have a couple shows I'm watching right now that I've binged through a little bit. However, Desiree, we've talked about a lot of these shows quite often, and actually, I talked to Jackson about some of these shows too. I've rewatched Stargate SG-1 the entire from start to finish, like 4 times in my lifetime so far, at least, like episode after episode after episode after episode. Same with Supernatural, but I've never watched the 15th season because I'm fucking pissed. I don't want to. So I've thrown a tantrum and I've decided not to watch the 15th season of
I
Supernatural.
don't think I've watched any Stargate.
Oh my god, I fucking love that show so much. Stargate Atlantis was okay, but not anything compared to Stargate SG-1, the whole series with the.
Is that like Star Wars type shit or Star Trek type shit?
Not really. I mean, have you ever seen the movie Stargate where they find the Stargate and they travel like across the universe in it
No.
to these different worlds and they have to fight like Egyptian gods and stuff? Like, yeah, it's kind of.
I remember the video game Star Fox,
No.
Oh, that was my shit.
right?
My
Shit was dope.
shit, dude. On the N64. Oh my god, I used to play it all the time. Even the fucking they came out with like an RPG version of it and on the GameCube or some shit.
Dude, I used
played
to
that
love
too.
Crash Bandicoot and Road Rash and Streets of Rage.
Prison Break,
Road Rash,
Larry?
bro.
Prison Break, you mean?
Wait, Larry?
And I
Yeah, I
actually
think it
read
was Prison
Outlander. I read the entire series like 10 years ago.
I
So
have a
I've
song
already.
called Jailbreak Random.
So I actually Outlander. I read all the books previously. So and when they show, yeah, it's great to see it on screen, but I thought there was a lot better books that could have landed on screen. Like 365 was pretty badass. But anyway, I digress.
Oh, Jackson, do you remember in BoJack Horseman that episode with the eulogy?
Dude, my memory is fucking shot.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a whole episode where he like gives a eulogy for his mom. Literally the entire episode is him just talking, giving a eulogy. I thought one of the funniest Easter eggs is in the episode before, BoJack complains about how he's got too many lines in his upcoming movie, and he said movies are a visual medium. There shouldn't be so much talking. And then
That's
the next
pretty funny.
episode is literally just 22 minutes of talking.
You think they did that on purpose?
Absolutely.
That's
pretty funny.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like super subtle, but
Are you talking about Pong on the Game Boy? Because that was awesome too.
Atari, bro. Atari.
Oh, I played it on a Game Boy.
I don't think that was your first game. I think that was the first game.
And
I really
Joust. Joust.
Oh yeah, Centipede.
Tetris.
Dr.
Tetris.
Mario. You either like Tetris or Dr. Mario. Generally, my family would play Dr. Mario against each other.
That's the weirdest rivalry ever. Tetris or Dr. Mario.
Well, Dr. Mario was Tetris, but with they were pills. Mario
Was
was Mario was a doctor, and it was literally Tetris, but it was Dr. Mario, and you would have these pills that had the different colors and stuff, and you just played it like Tetris.
In bed with
Sounds
Big
healthy.
Pharma.
I didn't even think that.
Here, play Tetris with all these colorful pills.
We were being brainwashed back then.
Dude, I think all those Tetris type games are like brainwash. Like, even the way they like present them, like, oh, you ever see those games where it's like, oh, you have to be this smart to be able to figure out this game? It's like, no, there's no correlation of intelligence with these games.
Are you mean the ones like you have to like open up this corridor to let the water run out so the spider doesn't come get you?
It could be those, yeah.
That
I've
shit.
seen Candy Crush style games presented like that. It's like, where are these studies where there's a fucking correlation between increased intelligence and these games? Where? I want to see them.
Dude.
I feel like I had relationships like that. I
Give
gotta
me
be
the
this smart
studies.
to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
How'd that work out for you?
Not good.
You had to take those Dr. Mario pills.
Okay, does anybody
Deal
remember
with it.
on Facebook that castle game? The one where like it was the one where you would build your kingdom and then you'd like clear brush and stuff, but then you'd end up eventually you had to use your friends, like go visit their castles or their like whatever, and you had to like do quests and things. It was all on Facebook. It was ridiculous and obsessive.
Isn't that like Sin City or SimCity or something?
No, but it was a Facebook game, and that was when the Facebook games were huge. It's right about the time that Words with Friends came out, and you could play against people on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
I
I
can't
remember that. I remember that game, and I remember Farmville from being
hold on.
Facebook.
I'm googling it
games.
because I know what I'm talking about. I think
Think.
Facebook Castle game. I can't think of the name. It was huge. Castleville. Zynga. It was a Zynga game. It was Castleville.
I remember Castlevania.
I do too. The whip.
Why are all those games? Why do they all end with? Why do they all end with a Ville?
Cool flip.
Cool Whip. You can't.
You do that pretty good.
You can't have pie without Cool Whip.
Dude, you do that too good.
I fucking love doing Stewie. Who's Julival Kitty on?
Dude, you do that way too good. That's fucking
Yeah.
funny.
I used to practice.
No, it was kind of like Farmville, or like the little Diner Dash games that you would play in the Facebook browser or whatever, and it was fun, and you get real hooked real fast. It was real easy to get stuck on it. But anyway, I was just curious if anybody remembered that one.
I just remember Farmville. I used to get notifications all the damn time, and I also remember poking. You remember when?
Oh my
poking on
god, I was
Facebook
like,
a thing?
stop fucking poking me.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
poked in a while.
It was like the most passive aggressive way of like women. I heard it now. I was on a delay. But poking was like the most passive aggressive way that girls would flirt on Facebook.
Do you remember
It seemed like to me.
MySpace, where you could buy your friends, and then the more they got sold and back and forth, the higher their price went. So like, girls would buy my ex-husband. They'd buy him on a MySpace just to be like, hey, hey, and he would preen like, oh, this is so great. I'm like, you're such an asshole, because
What website were you on?
huh? That was on
I
MySpace.
said, what website were you
That
on?
was MySpace. It was like
I don't remember that.
it was a game. Like,
You should have been like, hey, you can have them for free.
I could buy chicks. What?
I was like, well, if they want to spend all their money on you, cool. Too bad it's not real. Or the Hobo Wars. That was crazy to play those games.
What the hell? Hobo Wars. Oh my god. I'm just picturing that hobo from fucking Liar Liar. I know, really.
So far,
Long
Cat's
time
talked
ago.
about hobos and pills, Dr. Mario, and castles on Facebook.
Yeah.
Big
Fun
pharma.
times. Fun times.
My conversations go all over the place no matter where I'm having them.
Bill, don't you start. I'm blocking his poke. I will put you on a timeout, bro.
I think they
Remove.
replaced the poke with like a wave, didn't they? Can't you wave to people now?
Can you is there an emoji for poking?
I hated people poking me because you like, okay, you go through the list and poke them all back, and then like 2 seconds later, you're like, God damn it, I just poked you. So it was like poke, 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 poke. No. Or if you poked, oh, they poked you and you poked them back. So, like, why was that a big thing? Like, it was so stupid. It was so dumb.
Is that a middle finger? Damn it. I was just trying to poke, not flip you off.
Is that the never mind.
Is it?
Oh, there you go.
There you go, Desiree. That's better.
Keep that to myself.
That looks more like "Hey you," but it's better than flipping someone off. So.
Is there like a shocker emoji?
A shocker, like electricity, or just like a gasp kind of
Bro,
face?
you don't know what the shocker is, bro?
No, I don't know. Shocker. Are you talking like Spider-Man?
No. We'll just leave it at that.
Oh.
Well, after I was trying to get away from MySpace and wasn't fully into Facebook yet, this was, I mean, come on, guys. I'm not talking about like I've been on Facebook in the last like 2 days. I'm talking like a decade plus ago. Fubar was like a hookup. I didn't know that, but it was like a hook. Like you go in there, then suddenly I start getting all these messages. I'm like, what is this? And apparently it was like, yeah, apparently it was kind of like if you'd go to like the hookup bar around down the street or something, you know, and if you're there, that means you're DTF or something. I was like, that's weird. I learned all kinds of crazy stuff.
Down to be friends?
Yes. Yes. Fun fact, I actually had to explain to my ex-husband that the girl that when we separated that he was screwing around with, when she was telling everyone that he was her BFF, that it did not mean the best fucking fuck. Like, he's the best guy, he's the best fuck she's ever had. I'm like, no, she doesn't want them to know that you guys are dating, so she's like saying you're besties, like pinky swear. It was great.
That's hilarious. What a letdown for him. He was probably
He
like,
was so upset. No, he was really upset. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I kind of hate to break. No, I don't. I love this. Yes, basically, Desiree. That. See? Fubar was his mom's Tinder. See? He knows what I'm talking about. Fubar, I didn't know. I was like, oh, another chat thing, right? You go from like Yahoo chat to Fubar. And I was like, oh,
I feel
okay.
like food bar sounds like a granola bar.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Making me want a Nutri-Grain bar.
Fucked up beyond all repair. That's what
Yeah, oh yeah. I've heard that before. Yep. Football.
A few bar.
Bars, get it?
I can't have football without Cool Whip. Fucking Christ. Did I break that again? I think it did.
Poor Jackson.
Or Jackson.
I'm not sorry.
Dude, I used to love Instant Messenger.
ICQ was my favorite.
I never fucked around.
What?
Yeah, let me not pause.
Was that a
there.
pause?
Never put a pause there. I never
knew it.
fucked around with any of those like dating sites.
Instant Messenger is
all-
not a dating site.
Well, yeah, no. But the cat was talking about it. It was like all those things were like so. All my friends were pissed off at those apps and those websites. I was like, this sounds awful. Like I'm not doing that.
I remember
I'll
being in
meet someone
college
in
and I
person.
put like away messages up, like I'm at class, and then going to the gym after, and weird shit like that.
Like posting your update of what you're doing at all times.
Too much.
You could do
with
that in Discord. People do that in Discord sometimes.
You just don't get like the cool door slamming sounds and shit. You just get
Right.
"What up?"
Man.
I would get scared so bad from people leaving chats, like with AIM,
Oh
I'd just
my
be
god.
talking to 'em.
Chatting in those chat rooms.
because I'd be like, I'd be like typing to people, and then someone would leave, and it was just like I'd forget how loud my volume was because I was listening to music. It'd just be a door slamming. It sounded like it was right next to me. I always flip out.
Don't leave me.
I still remember chatting in like some chat when I was like 15, and I used the name Ace, and I had like a girlfriend in the chat and all kinds of weird shit.
Oh yeah, like you
Fucking
would
funny.
date the people in the chats. Like, yeah.
So funny. That was back in like the dial-up days.
Yeah, AOL, Yahoo chat rooms, all that kind of stuff. The text chats, like the actual IRC, those chats and stuff. Yep. And it
It was
like,
so weird how that worked too. Like, get off the phone! I want to use the internet.
No shit. You'd pick up the phone and be like, God damn it.
yeah, but that's
Yeah,
the thing
right?
is, I would pick up the phone and hear that sound, go, uh-oh. And then you try to put it down real carefully and like run away from it so nobody knew it was you, while everybody starts to hear people bitching and throwing tantrums in the other room. Like, oops.
Yeah.
ASL, I hate when people ask me that. I'm like, did you not look?
Funny.
It's just funny how that's like that sound just makes you think of slow things. You know, you know. Like I think I used that in like one of my reactions where like I was struggling to think of a word, and I just put that like like sound.
The 90s were cool.
Remember they used to like mail you like CDs
Yes, and then
for like AOL?
yours would run out and you'd have to use the next one.
Free month.
Oh my god, I don't think I ever had that, but
Oh, yeah.
I think I remember that now.
My
Or how
parents
about
were
when
like,
Netflix used to send CDs in the mail?
oh yeah, I watched all the
Yeah.
first like 6 seasons of Grey's Anatomy on this before they were streaming. Really, it was all DVDs.
Oh man, 90s were great.
They really were,
They really were. That was peak society.
and they had good music.
They had a lot of good things. And then
What
we
was
all
your very
fucked
first
it up.
CD?
My first CD.
That I bought for myself, or that was bought for me.
Either or, I guess.
Because the first one that was bought for me was Elvis' Christmas album, Blue Christmas. I'll have a blue.
My first two
Yeah.
were bought for me, and they were Salt and Pepper and Sheryl Crow.
Oh, see, I bought
wow.
Prodigy.
Yeah.
Smack my bitch up.
Smack my bitch.
Everyone goes, that's not my favorite song, though. That's what everybody
It's the only
loves.
one I know.
I am the fire starter.
No,
I
not
am the
that either.
instigator. You know that guy just died, right?
Breathe.
Breathe is awesome.
Yes, that's the reason I bought it. And also, I think I bought, my other one was, I think Ace of Base,
Forgot all
maybe.
about LimeWire.
I had tons of cassettes, though. Like, I had all cassettes before that.
Remember Pirate Bay?
Oh, yeah. Pirate Bay's still around. At least it
I'm
was
sorry,
like
I'm-
5 years ago.
Inhale,
I
inhale.
know, right? It's a rap, yo. Fucking A.
Yes,
Remember
99
when I
cents.
first started driving, it was like $1.09 or some shit.
It was 99 cents when I was like 15, 16 years old, because you take $5 to get 5 gallons. Like, that's just how it worked. And we complained. Like, oh man, it's 108, really? Come on. Nah. Yeah, that.
Yeah. Bleh.
Cigarettes
Like
were
bread.
$2.50 a pack when I started smoking at 13. I went and bought them. I got carded today, y'all. I got fucking carded. Dude's like, I need to see your ID for these cigarettes. I'm like, so you're gonna let me buy the alcohol but not the cigarettes? He's like, well, I need to card you. And I was like, let me go to my car and get my fucking license. And I come back in and I said, you know, my son is 18. Like, just saying. He's like, well, I don't know. I just have to card you. I was like, fuck off.
Well, to his credit,
No.
see, when I worked, I ID'd someone. I thought he was probably 35. He was 18. He was like 6'7", and he had a giant beard. It was wild.
I feel like he earned those cigarettes.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I mean that's not that pack of cigarettes wouldn't do any damage to that beast. You know, he was fucking enormous. That was nothing.
Well, they were $2.50 for Marlboro Reds at the time,
Yeah.
around
Yeah,
the
but that
corner from my house.
motherfucker-
Now they're $8 for, like, I smoke Newport Gold 100s, non-menthols, so they're like $7.50. It's ridiculous. And I always remember saying, well, if they go over $5, I'm not buying anymore. Yeah. 20 years later.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. That's how it works. That's how it works. They fuck you a little harder each time, but not enough to, you know.
But not in the way
So you're
I
not having a
want them
good
to.
time.
Not. Like I'm
Just the
supposed to
way it
enjoy
is.
it. That's not.
Yeah, you know, they just get you used to it.
It's a
And
whole
then
new
you
meaning
tolerate
to the
it.
words get fucked.
And then, yeah. And then you were looking back 20 years like, man, I haven't been fucked like that in a while.
Dude, do not trigger me with that 12 CDs for 1 penny. Do you know how many of them were calling me for like 7 years after that? They chased me around till I was like in my late 20s. But I had so many CDs. And then
I
I'd
don't even know
get
what the fuck
duplicates by
that is.
accident. Like, oops.
Yeah, I literally don't even know what that is. 12 CDs for a penny. I'd never heard of that.
Yeah, you get this thing in the mail and you pick out 12 CDs. All you have to do is pay like a penny to start. And then they send you all these CDs, and then in the fine print, you pay such and such amount after such. If you don't want them, you're supposed to return them, blah blah blah, or whatever it was. And then you pay like over the course of however much time. And of course, everybody would just get them, and nobody would pay. So we all had like 8,000 CDs.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was like, so they went out of business real quick,
No,
right?
they were around forever. It was a thing. It was a fucking thing because some people would get, or the parents would get stupid and pay, right? I never paid.
I was thinking that you know, they would just sell the debt to debt collectors or
They
something.
did. That's who chased me around till I was in my late 20s.
Yeah.
Do you remember 1998? No. What the fuck? I was like 16. I don't remember. Did you ever do that, Jackson?
I think he went away for a minute.
Okay.
What the fuck is I gonna say? I don't know.
Oh.
I remember too, like back in the day with video games, they would send you like these cheat code. No, not they wouldn't send you cheat code things. That was like in magazines that you would order. They'd give you like cheat code things, but they would give you like these demo discs to play demos.
Oh, yeah, like Doom. You'd have Doom, but you only had like the first level. It was bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Wolfenstein
Yep.
3D.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
well, I mean, for me, it was more like Tomb Raider 2. I remember playing that. I remember playing like a Street Fighter game, and I think there was another one. But I would like actually play those. Like like dude, for real, I miss when I was a kid. I was so much more grateful for little things like that. Just being able to play like one level on a game over and over again.
It's a wrap. Here's the thing. The thing about streaming, though, we think it's so much fun and so convenient, right? So think about, for example, I have these movies that my kid can get onto my YouTube. So by the way, if you ever see something crazy being posted on my YouTube, it's probably my kid. Or if something lands on the playlist that's like, you know, AFMAO Minecraft playing and it's these people screaming while they're playing Minecraft. That's her. But she can go in and watch movies because Google Play Movies merged into YouTube, like movies. And so I'll purchase them so she can watch them whenever. And here's the thing. You don't own them. They're not yours. I don't care if you purchase them. So if YouTube does not carry that title anymore down the road, it's no longer yours. If it's off the platform. What's up, Bowser?
Hey, Bowser.
Like,
What up, bro?
So
What up, guys?
if you get a song, right? It's the same thing if you like purchase a song that you listen to on a specific app. If the app no longer carries that song anymore, it's gone. Unless you have it downloaded and you have like an actual file. The thing being, that's not really a thing anymore. You just go onto the app and conveniently listen. So if the app completely shuts down, you don't have your music anymore. Or that's why CDs and everything, like the physical copies, are such a big deal to me. I want to, if I own something, I want it to be mine. Like I have all these books purchased on Kindle. They're not mine, right? Because what if I'm not a Kindle Unlimited person, or if I don't no longer have, if I lose my login, they're all gone. So I collect books.
You can't download them?
No, they download onto the app. So if I don't have, let's say I don't have access to the app, like I can download them and read them offline, but it's not like a file that I can take off my phone and go put it onto my computer. That's the difference. It's not like a PDF or something where it's mine.
I think your point too is like, especially like in gaming nowadays, is especially relevant like on consoles because people will buy digital and then like it basically only last the console cycle, and then it's not like you have an asset and you could go trade it in and put it towards something new. It's like you
R.I.P.
just
pawn
kind of
shops, man.
I don't think people do not understand the value of like actually having the physical thing anymore, and it's because when you grow up and you're just getting digital stuff, it's just like, oh, that's just the way it is. But when you actually have something physical, it's an asset,
Well, that's why I ask people, I'm like, especially independent artists, like, do you have an album? I went and bought Scheme's I bought 2 of his albums because I have them. They're mine. They're mine now. I
feel like I'm the opposite. Like, I don't really want physical shit. Like, granted, I bought Schemes and like King Blitz's album, I think, but I did that more to like show support,
Well, yeah, I mean, half of it's support, but half of it's the fact that no matter what happens, I have that music.
Like, I don't even have a CD player.
My car does.
Yeah, I would see if I got an album, I would put it right on my computer and then just use the files.
Well, yeah, but you still would have it if your computer dies or it's gone. Oops, you don't have it anymore now. Now what?
Yeah, no. I'm 100% on board with you. I always tell people like with games or like anything like that, like be like, bro, if you're gonna buy a game, like, would you buy a house and then like the second you buy it, it's worth nothing? No,
like a car.
Yeah, or a car or something like that. It's like, no, but that's what it is with a lot of these digital streaming content.
Well, think of it this way. Remember the world was burning and people were going to take over, and there was going to be no internet, and we were going to be living, in, concentration camps and things like that. In the last like 2 years, that's been like the thing that people are putting out there, that's where the world's going and all this. Okay, so when that all happens, hey, I kat my physical copies, bitches.
I can't fucking wait. I can't.
What about y'all? What you gonna listen to?
Great outlook, Kat.
Yo, Kat's gonna be throwing CDs out the window at people.
I'm gonna be like, you get to pay me some toilet paper for
like,
listen to music.
It's gonna be like Shaun of the Dead. You fucking throwing the vinyl records at the zombie.
She's gonna have the library. She's gonna own that shit.
You know how many? I actually had to leave when I moved from Kansas to Florida. I left behind probably about 700-800 books. My collection is up to like 150 now, like physical books. If I had a physical,
you could build like a little house with that many books.
If I actually had a physical copy of all the books that I've read, let's just say in the last 18 months, my collection would be in the thousands.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I was just, like, told you, I was right before I got on here. I was reading. I was like, man, I can get these last 20 pages. It was killing me because I was speed reading. I'm like, God, I want to get through this. It's almost over. And I was looking, I was like, there's 6 minutes. Can I do it? I wonder if I can do
it. Did you teach yourself to speed read?
No. Like, you mean as like a skill, like typing, like you do like Mavis Beacon typing or something? No.
Yeah. No.
I read things as a whole.
How the fuck do you do that? Like, I don't understand.
Is it just like skimming?
I think people could probably guess that that's what it is. Like, I don't read words one by one. I read the sentences as a whole, and when I'm really into like a story, I can read paragraphs kind of as a whole. Like, I can look at it and kind of read it all at once. Just get like the
general gist out of it.
I guess, but it's like I kind of read it all at once. I don't know how else to put that.
Yo, you sound like Good Will Hunting right now, where he's trying to explain like how he does math.
When I told my kids someday they'd be able to read when they were little, I remember having a conversation in the car, and I said, "Do you see that?" And I did this with Bailey here, okay, when she was like 3, 4, and I said, "You see that sign right there?" And I said, "Do you see the letters?" And she's like, "Because it's at the corner of the house, STOP, right? Stop. It's stop." I said, "One day you're gonna look, you're gonna know what it says." I said, and someday that's going to happen. And I remember it was like a year and a half later, she's like, out of the blue, where I was going to bring her to her daycare. And she goes, "Mom, I just know what it says." See, that's what I'm talking about, where you look at it and you don't even have to think about the letters and then what the letters together mean, like those putting it together like that. You just know. That's kind of how I read sentences usually.
That's so weird though, because like each word, no, it's a compliment. It's a compliment. But it's just so weird to me because it's like every word means something, and then every word means something different when put together. So the fact that you could actually just do that, boom, and just get it, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, I probably catch the gist more than I catch all the details, but I can probably guess the details just because I've read it all before.
What
and
I
after.
used to do for like reading fast was read the first sentence and the last sentence of each paragraph and then move on. Because it basically is, that's the introduction, that's the conclusion, the rest is details. And that worked for me pretty good. But
I also never
yeah, no.
studied, so
You never studied?
no.
Like in school?
Right.
Like,
Correct.
okay. Yeah, no, me neither, really.
Well-
I just either wanted to fucking like I guess I just either had the ambition for the class or I didn't. But
Well, see, can you see
know.
why I would suck at writing lyrics though? Because as much as I can catch what people are saying in their lyrics, I get what they're trying to say without, and you can say, well, what did they say? Well, this is what they're saying. Well, no, what were the words? Hold on, I got to think about it for a second. I caught what was being said without memorizing the words, if that makes sense. That's why you guys are really good at writing lyrics, because you guys do the individual, like what this word does with this word and what it means when you put these together on this part of the sentence versus that part. That's why I could never do it.
But you're an incredible listener and reader too, so that's I mean, for me, that's like I love when people like who actually like really listen to my stuff and they actually see what I'm trying to do, rather than the whole superficialities of it all.
Yeah, I'm terrible at that. Like I'm not like a bar listener by any means.
Well, it depends.
I just don't. No, go ahead.
I mean, it really depends. For example, there was a song, and I'm gonna pretend like I know whose stream it was on. It was on one of 80. Who knows? Excuse me, hold on. And what it was it was a good sound. It had good flow, but it was at that point I don't give a shit what they're saying. It does, and I said it in the chat. I said, at this point, that rap is no longer lyrics, it's now part of the instrumental. It's no longer something to listen to break down. You can't catch it because they're like
Something you could like make out the words clearly or no?
No.
Okay, that
By
makes
any
sense
means.
then.
And so I was like, see, at this point, it's ridiculous. And I'm not going to like, I'm not going to do that. If I can't understand it by hearing it, then the replay value has just disappeared for me. I'm done.
Well, I think you could say way more things by saying way less.
Yes.
And I think it's just with a lot of that type of rap, the concept gets spread thin, and then there's a lot of concepts that are already pretty thin that people do that on top of. So it's just kind of like, well, I'm just gonna turn my brain off and just listen to this. Not listen. I'm gonna hear this,
Right.
and it hears fine,
That's
But
what
if you
I'm saying.
actually
It's
listen
part of
to
the
it, then it's
instrumental
like
then.
that.
It's no longer
Yeah.
lyrics.
It's almost like when like the guitar is used for like a rhythmic effect rather than like where it's almost like a percussionary thing when they're strumming it and there's no melody in it. That's kind of that's like how I would describe it.
I just think
there's
people
none
are
of
doing
the-
too much.
I can see that.
Yeah. But I mean, to each their own. And if you can, and I mean, it's just like, it's more challenging because you got to write double the lyrics. So it's just naturally going to be more challenging. And that means the more challenging it is, the less likely people are going to achieve it. So I think it's just a consequence of what it is, too.
Granted, I like just started, I guess flirting around with like rapping faster, but like I feel like it defeats the purpose if like the words aren't clear to people,
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah,
feel.
well-
I shouldn't have to read all the lyrics in order to understand what the hell you're even talking about. Like, you know me, I'm not big on cliff notes for songs. Like, if you can't make a song encompass start to finish what it is with stand alone without me having to go do research on the shit, then you failed as far as I'm concerned.
Funny, as much as you like reading, you don't like the cliff notes.
Well, no, because I don't listen to music to read. Like,
No, I get it.
I
I'm
mean,
just fucking with you.
you're right. I was kind of like, wait a minute, no. But see, I don't. Like I said, I like the story. If I'm going to read lyrics, I'm going to read word for word, right? And I'm not really a word for word, like, I don't enjoy reading like that. So. No, I just think it's interesting. You guys play instruments? I don't. I play the piano.
You do? I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, I can play Race into Space. By the way, Annette, who was in the chat earlier, she went to go get her kid. Her mom taught me how to play piano, and I can play parts of Fur-Elise and a couple other songs. But I stopped because we only had a keyboard, and they were trying to teach me how to use a pedal, and yeah, it sucked. But that's as far as I go.
Pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I think everyone in the chat seems to think that too. Yes, they prefer being able to hear the lyrics and everything.
I mean, if you flex in the middle of a song and you bust into it, but then you fall out of that, like that's cool to me. I don't mind that at all. Even if it makes it so you can't hear the lyrics as well, I still can understand the flex and the ability, the vocal ability, right? That I get. However, if the entire song, okay, here's a good example: Brain Sick 2.0. That song is fire. I love the beat. That beat is amazing. And I actually have a lot of fun listening to it. But do I know what the lyrics are unless they're on the screen? Hell no, I don't.
Who sings that?
Like 6 different people. It's got King ISO.
Oh, okay.
It's got Twisted Insane, I think, and it's pretty badass.
Oh, I might have saw that.
But Brain Sick music, Brain Sick. I love it. Anyway, but they're all like, and then the next guy does the same thing, like over and over and over. The flex is strong, and I get what they were doing. However, if I didn't like the beat, I would never play the song again.
Yeah, I feel that.
I mean,
Yeah, those songs are really better for just hearing, not listening.
yeah. I mean,
The
but
replay value is really not there.
Although I will say that song with Gone in Tech 9, that This Is
Dude,
War or
shit's
something.
wild.
Yeah. No, see, but part of the reason why that song works so well, I think, is because both Gone and Tech 9 have such clear diction that it doesn't matter how fast they're going, you do catch a lot of it.
Right.
You know, opposed to I've seen some fast rappers where it's like they slur things or whatever, and it's just not as clean and precise. And
What's
that's
crazy
where
about that song is Gone. Like, just when you think he's done, he keeps fucking going. Like with another fucking flow. You know, it's like, God damn.
that was overkill. I felt like I kind of wish is it Atlas? I think Atlas, yeah. I kind of wish he had he sang the hook in between them because I needed a break. I was like, bro, like it's so much.
I do
so
think there's
much
one
just
part
said.
in the mix there though where like Gone's vocals like do something weird for a second.
they distort.
I don't know
Oh
if
really?
I don't know if you guys caught that or
They
not, but there's like
distort.
one part where it's just like weird.
Yeah. But hey, Skullz, do you know who has music with Gone?
Who's that? Jackson? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard that song.
Just that
It was
one
a while
song, but
back,
yeah.
though. Just one song?
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked to have that one song, but I got a great deal on that situation, so
How was working with him? Was it like just kind of like sent him the beat with your stuff on, or did you
dude,
guys just
honestly,
step
I
slide
had like
together?
I had such a pleasant experience with Gone and Duran the Rapper. Like they both sent me their verses within 24 hours.
God damn.
Yeah. Like extremely professional.
That's super cool. It's good to know
Yeah.
that they're not like fucking cocky people, you know.
And they both fucking killed their verse.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it makes you feel better about spending like, to me at least more money than I normally do on features.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely makes it easier.
Now
I'm gonna have
Larry
to go
said he's
check
going to
that.
feature me on a track. He better pay me. I'm just kidding.
Wait, who?
Larry said he's going to feature me on a track. I said, you better pay me, Larry.
Larry and I still got another
Piano?
track coming. I just gotta get working on it.
Well, see, and I just want to clarify, and I've learned this, like, well, I mean, I knew this, but I never thought people needed to hear this. People that aren't necessarily like rap, they don't follow rap that much, need to be told that mumble rap and fast rapping are not the same. People need to understand that there is a difference.
Wait, there are people that actually think it's the same thing?
Right, like, so if somebody's rapping really fast, somebody's like, I don't listen to this mumble rap crap. Just because, and just because
Oh,
somebody's
no.
rapping faster does not mean that it's considered mumble rap.
Yeah, I mean, well, mumble means, like, it's like Ozzy Osbourne, like you can't understand the shit, You can rap fast and people understand you.
And I think it's not just that. I also think, to me, mumble rap kind of encompasses people that have no substance in what they're rapping about. I think it encompasses them
well,
too. They tend to rap fast about absolutely nothing.
Yeah, like when people are like, they like talk and they kind of trail off and like they'll put their hand behind their ear, like they don't want you to hear what they're saying. Like that's what it feels like. It's like, just kind of trail off. That's what that feels like. But I'm picky too. Like I am a picky person when it comes to my music. Like, and like even like more so that complicates that is it depends on my mood. Like there'll be times where I'll listen to music where it's like if I was in a different mood, I would love it. But because I'm in this mood, I don't like it.
Yeah, I feel that.
I feel like, Jackson, that maybe the when you've got all these different projects open, that completely, that's what I was thinking about you, is that you tend to work on things depending on your mood.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah, sometimes you got to
It's just
find
kind of
your
like wherever
pocket.
my creative like mind
Use.
is at that moment, Like I can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna work on this one because I told myself I was gonna work on this one 10 days ago. Like, no. It's like I'm gonna work on this one
Gotta
because
be
that's what I
feeling
want
it.
to work on right now.
You got to be feeling it when you work on it.
Yeah.
I get that.
I'm feeling that shit. Yeah, I'm feeling that shit.
No, but I've been in a lot of your lives, and I've heard a lot of your music. Not everything. Like some people think, I know some people go into an artist and they like listen to every single thing they've ever done. That's not me. So when I run across things, I hear them, or if I see them pop up, I click on them, stuff like that. Even the older stuff. And I've been in your lives, especially your top tens, as well as the ones where you play music and take requests and stuff. And you definitely have like a real laid back vibe, like completely. But you work really super fucking hard. Like you work your ass off to put this stuff together. It gets not like, feeling cute. I'm gonna go live later.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I pretty much, I don't know, I don't give myself enough credit sometimes. Like, even there's plenty of nights, like, because I talked to Elena about a lot of the stuff, and there's plenty of nights where I'm like, I feel like I didn't do anything like today or this week. And she'll remind me, like, I did this and this and this and this. And I'm like, okay, well, it's good to hear that.
Well, no, I mean,
Probably because you're always looking forward, like usually, like I know, like when I'm in my real like productive zones, it's like I'm always looking forward, and I then I'll look back after I'm done. I'll be like, oh shit, I actually did a lot.
Yeah. I
That
feel like
is-
I take on too much at times too, though, and then I feel like I let myself down. I didn't get it all done or something.
I literally never look back and go, oh, look, I was really productive. That just doesn't happen. I look back and go, I got
Well, you gotta be
literally
productive, Kat.
nothing done.
Just kidding.
That's bullshit though, Kat. You're fucking constantly working, literally all the time.
Well,
Like,
I
there's a
mean,
lot of things like I'm sure all of us do behind the scenes that
Yeah.
like people don't realize that we do.
that's kind of where I was going with that, because in all honesty, I don't think people understand just, for example, what it takes for you to put together one of the top 10 videos. You've got to find all of these. You've got to listen to them all. You've got to put them in order. You've got to put the videos together. You got to upload. You got to do all this. You got to put all the links. You got to keep a list of all of this for the future, right? So you have all that. Then you got to hit those. You talked about the copyrights, and then you got to move those, and you got to rearrange them. Reorder them, and then try it again. Like it's not. Like I said, it's not like feeling cute, just gonna go live. There's a lot of moving
I feel like
parts.
thankfully like I've improved my process at least, so like it's kind of like down to a system at least, so it's not like this grueling process. Like today I listened to everything for like the week that I was doing today pretty quickly, because it ends up being like 60 songs, and like some of them I can go through pretty quickly because it's just not top 10 material,
Right.
and some are copyrighted, so like it ends up being like maybe 25 that I listen to and I pick top 10, so it's like it works out. But yeah, I mean, it still definitely takes time.
Yeah, I mean if you listen to 25 and there's and they're 3-minute songs on average, I mean that's 75 minutes right there.
Yeah, I
But
mean the
yeah,
tough
sift
part
through all
is
the other
like
ones
when I
too.
like the weeks where there's like 15 to 20 like really good ones and I have to like leave some out, you know, that's kind of like the tough part.
See, when I
You
go,
don't
uh,
no, I was just gonna ask, do you ever like carry them over to the next one?
No, like each week has a top 10. Like I did a top 25 like for the month, like 2 months in a row, and then I was like, fuck that, I can't keep up with that. It's just too much.
Yeah, too
Um,
much rollover.
but like I do like Kat said earlier, I do put the ones that didn't make it in the description as like the honorable mention with the links so people can still check them out. But I just kind of do it off my personal liking of the song, you know?
and that's the thing is that people don't appreciate that you're doing that to still, and I'm not just talking about your audience. I'm not just talking about your subscribers. I'm talking about the artists. I don't know if they realize that you're doing that for them. That you're still giving them a shout out. You're still giving them another way that people can access. People like me who know about your top tens and who are obsessive listeners and I pay attention every single week. I know if I'm like, this kind of sounds like shit, and then I kind of go to the next one. I'm like, and I'll skip through it. I'm like, nope. I'm really quick about it. I'm like, this one, nope. Yep, this one. Oh, okay. And this one, nope, nope. Oh, I like this one, and I playlist it like, and then I go through your description, and that gives me access to even more, right? And I do the same thing with those videos. So they're getting clicks off of what you're doing, and they probably don't even know to appreciate it.
I mean, I would say like not many artists do, but like the ones that do make it worth it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because it really feels good. Like the other day, like Phazone said, you know, thank you for including me in this, and like Big Coop shared it on Facebook and like things like that, and like that makes me feel really good on like what I'm building.
Yeah, Phazon,
Like, because that's
I just pushed some of his music, I think yesterday, the day before. And then 2 songs I heard yesterday, I pushed them on other channels last night, two other channels.
yeah,
Just
his hook
hearing
is
it.
like still in my head. You don't know about that.
But there's just a lot of good people out there. And by the way, DK, all of these are what we're referring to, unless we specify otherwise, is basically independent artists, and none of them are mainstream.
I will say it is kind of frustrating that like the top tens like still get kind of crappy views. I would say like they all have under 100 views, but I look at it like I'm building something and I want this to like become something that like artists want to be a part of and like fans want to see every week and that kind of thing. So
Well, I
trying,
obsessively
trying to
watch
stick with
them.
it.
Like, you know that I'm on.
I know you do.
I jump in every one of them because to be honest, I mean, with the stuff that I do behind the scenes, I don't have time to go search some of them out. But if I hear about them or I see them, I'll shoot you the link, and maybe that'll save you one extra click or one extra like search or something. I don't know if that helps.
Yeah,
but-
and sometimes I don't know. Like sometimes you still come at me with artists I've never heard of, so it's pretty cool too.
Yeah, I mean, but see, I watch it religiously, and I think that there are other people that probably do too, and I do it for my own purposes as well as because it's cool. But I just don't have time in my day to do it, so I rely on you to do it.
Well, that's like probably the most exhausting part of my day is like I'm subscribed to over 1,000 channels, I guess, or artists or whatever. And I literally go through like one by one every day, like what these, what their uploads are. And if it's a song, I put it on a playlist for that week and then I go back to the playlist. So
That's
that
crazy.
helps. But
Yeah, see, I couldn't imagine having to do all of that work, but it's
What's
appreciated
really
by the people
crazy-
that know.
what's really crazy is if I take like a day or two off or something and then I go back to like my sub page and I'm like, fuck, this is like never ending.
Well, at least, I mean, but if you wait for like 3 days and do it all at once, you could go click, 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 but then you have that many more to listen to on one day.
Yeah, well, a lot of it's not all music. I have true crime stuff I'm sub to, like I have comedy stuff, like all kinds of stuff. And so just like going through everything. But
Yeah,
it's exciting at the same time, I guess.
Yeah, we always want to hear that. I tell everybody to go check out your lists because they're badass. Or if people ask me where I found it, I generally will tell them that's where I heard it. And if they want
And I
to,
appreciate that. It was cool too, because the last one that I did just a couple of days ago, like a couple of people were like, that's the best one yet. And I think it was too. It's kind of cool.
I mean, it's just, I think that when people know about it, they'll appreciate it more. Plus, I mean, it takes all of the work away from them. They don't have to do all the work. You do it all, you know. If people knew that, then maybe they would, I don't know. I don't know, maybe they would, you know, appreciate it and go watch it.
Yeah, I enjoy doing it though, for sure. I mean, it's kind of like the ciphers I host too. Like, I'm not even on the ciphers that I host, you know, it's just for me, I guess, kind of being like a talent locator or something and just putting it all together.
What do they call
But
it?
I enjoy it.
A and D or A and P or A and R or whatever the hell they call it. Where you go find
I don't know.
talent. You know, to showcase talent or
Like a
whatever.
talent agent.
Yeah, that kind of shit.
I mean, my degree in college was sports marketing and management, so it's like not too far off with what I should be doing. But
Looking at the picture of you that we used for the promo for this podcast, I could see that. I could see you like on Entourage
yeah,
as the agent.
that was a good show.
Was I didn't watch very much of it, but what I did watch I liked, and then, you know, Life and Kids, and I forgot about it. It was
I
interesting.
used to
Not
like this
thinking
show
of-
called Our List too. I don't know if you guys ever seen that.
Yes.
That one I haven't seen.
One that you haven't seen? You still-
Yeah, our list.
Our List.
Our List, like ARLISS. That was like his name. He was like a sports agent. I think it was on HBO.
Yeah, they
never-
really like
never
those
heard
on
of
like Stars and HBO and stuff, like having those kind of shows where, you know,
Like Red Shoe Diaries.
I haven't seen that.
I think David Duchovny was on that.
I remember him in Californication.
That show was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Hank Moody, what a character.
I have.
Sorry.
Are you singing Californication?
Hell yeah.
Good song.
I don't know why I'm making it all like psychedelic sound.
Have you ever considered? Well, no, that'd be a bit much, though. I was gonna say, I don't know. I only see ones from like 2018, but like pre-COVID kind of stuff, like the beatbox competitions and things that they have on YouTube. I don't see more recent ones very often. But I can't imagine trying to keep up with those too. Like, my God.
I only see those usually if like people request them in my lives.
Yeah. Some of them are kind of cool, though. Like, I had, yesterday I was requesting Billy Wilkins. That people could see Billy Wilkins before he ends up on here in June, so, or this month. So, just to kind of check him out. And, K-Legend won, Larry.
What tourney was that?
I think it was the, MTP thing.
Oh, nice. K-Legend's dope.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what MTP is.
Menacing Threats. Menace.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
even see that he was live.
K-Legend and myself and NORAD got a really dope song coming out.
Hey.
I told you,
Ooh.
there's like 8,000 songs. Like, he's hustling and working and making music like every day, all the time. It's ridiculous.
Well, I'm honestly like doing something I've never done before. Like, I'm trying to release an LP of 10 songs that are all unreleased because I've never done that before. I release everything. and I have like 4 done now out of 10, which is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
There you go.
Yeah, it's just like it's one of those things where you want to release them so bad though, you know, and you just gotta like hold them captive.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah. Oh God.
Well, one of them is She Devil, which you like, and then the Not My Fault, and then Hit the Deck, and then Struggling. Those are the ones that are done so far.
Well, I'm going to pull the Not My Fault off the intro. Like, I'm going to clip it like I usually do if you want me to, and not leave it up.
No, I don't care.
Oh,
Do what
okay.
you want.
'Cause, I mean,
all good.
if it's an artist and it's their song, I'll usually will leave the intro up so people can hear their music before it starts. If it's anybody else and it's just like a regular beat, like a non-copyright beat from either 15th Bend or Sack Juggalo or somebody, then I cut that so it comes in at the Elsewhere podcast. You know that part?
Yeah, I don't care if you leave it.
Okay. Just so that people have a, you know, a thing.
It's not my fault.
That song's fire, though. It's
I'm
come
really
together
like
really
happy
good.
with it because it's so different from anything I've ever done.
No, it's on point, on the nose. Yes, Billy Wilkins is coming to Elsewhere on the 23rd. But yeah, it's really interesting to when people start, like, it's like spring, or summer, people are releasing music, and just, especially people I know personally, it's fun to, see them succeed and do well and put out some cool stuff and people getting excited about it. It's fun for me to see that
Jackson
happen.
Bond.
They were calling you Barry White earlier, Jackson White.
Barry White. What does Barry White sing? Some kind of sexual song, right?
Yes.
How's it go?
I don't remember.
I'm gonna try and Google it.
See,
Barry
he
White
has to
song.
Google it too.
I know he's got that like, hey. I just don't remember what the song is.
For some reason, I was getting him confused with Lionel Richie.
Oh.
But I'm gonna love you just a little more, baby. Okay. Yeah, all these
I don't know that
sound
one.
A little bit
graphic.
more enthusiasm behind that next time. Thanks.
I know, like, this is DJ Easy Dick.
Easy.
We're back at the Jack Off Hour.
Wow.
This is DJ Dick McGruff.
When I met you last night, baby. But you opened up your gap. We all know that song.
Still trying to find a Barry White song. What the fuck? I don't know any of them. Why don't I know Barry White?
Well, we all know who Barry White is. We just can't think
I
of it.
had respect for you, lady.
Make me Google it too.
Now I take it all back. I think we all are. I can't get enough of your love, baby. Is that Barry White?
How do we?
I don't even know.
I'm just the way you are.
I don't know any of these. Barry White's most popular song. There we go. What is it?
This
Let's
sounds
see.
familiar. It's Ecstasy When You Lay Down Next to Me. Oh,
Nice.
rhymes. Ecstasy
don't-
next to me.
Know any of
Hey.
these?
This is some funky shit. Why does this sound just like Chef from South Park?
Yes, that's who he's supposed to sound like, though. That was the whole joke.
Oh, was
Hear
it?
that funky music, white boy.
I don't think that that's Barry White.
Yeah, that would have been weird.
Right.
Play that funky music. Why?
Well, Bill, apparently everybody is busy getting busy because nobody knows what the damn songs are.
Yeah, like, what was that song? I don't know. We were fucking.
It had lyrics? What? I just heard. And you're like, oh, okay, let's go. See you later. You put that in the chat, and I don't know what that
get
means.
enough of your love, baby.
That sounds like Elvis.
Well, yeah. My
I
Barry
feel my
might sound like Elvis.
temperature rising.
Oh, he sings that song too?
No, that's Elvis. Burning love. Fucking
Yeah,
love
hunk
that.
of-
Going to the party in the county jail.
Elvis. I loved all the Elvis movies on TBS as a kid.
I'm all shook up. Oh.
That's pretty
Thank
good.
you, Bill. See, I was right. Chef from South Park was modeled after Barry White.
I used
Yeah,
to
it
love Elvis growing up.
Total sense.
I used to watch all the movies. Like they on the TBS every single day because it was summer break. They would have Elvis movies. I've seen every single Elvis movie there is.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Like the one where he's in Hawaii, when they have the pineapple farm that, and like
Oh my god.
the one where he's in Germany, he's in the army. I also love the Beatles movies. If anybody knows those, they probably don't. Help and Hard Day's Night, like the actual movies.
You know the songs.
Yeah, but I mean the movies. They were hilarious.
You ever hear the
like a dog?
You ever hear the parody version of Elvis? Yelvis? He just screams all his songs.
No.
Actually, Elvis is
So
one
good.
of my
That's
favorite comedian singers. He sings What Does the Fox Say? And he does these great, the Intellivator. I think I sent that to you a long time ago, Skullz. Like welcome to the Intellivator. And they like fuck with people and prank people. It's great. Thank you.
Is
Blue
that
Hawaii.
song?
Yes.
You know the bird. The bird is the word.
Oh my meow 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 meow.
I love oldies though. Like actual
Me too.
oldies.
Me too. I love
Like
Elvis.
Elvis.
50s and 60s, like the music was just fun. So a lot of it was fun. Like Neil Sedaka.
That's what I grew up with, listening to in the car with my parents all the time.
I liked Neil Sedaka. I loved Lonely, I'm Mr. Lonely.
That's not fucking oldies.
That is too.
That's like
super old,
Akon.
isn't it?
Dude, they sampled the song. Would you shut the fuck
Shut
up,
up, dude. Fucking Akon. I'm Mr. Lonely.
I have nobody.
Akon was a thing for like 2 seconds. Right?
I loved Akon.
Everyone liked Akon.
I actually saw Akon and Pitbull on spring break, like before they were like Akon and Pitbull.
It wasn't him.
It wasn't me.
Get it?
They call me Mr. Bombastic. Surely fantastic.
I wish I could remember the lyrics.
She caught me on the counter.
Wasn't me.
Then everything was over.
No, I remember him now. It wasn't me.
Larry came in and caught me red-handed.
Dude. He
Chatting with
literally.
Cat next door.
Remember,
with Dick McGruffin.
I just had sex with Lonely Island? Remember?
Vaguely.
I just
Wait,
had
is that a
sex.
complete sentence, or
And
is that a
it
song?
felt
Isn't it something else though?
No, he did a song with Lonely Island. It's Akon and Lonely Island.
Oh yeah.
I loved that song. And
And they
then
did like a dick in a box.
that was Justin
Dick in a
Timberlake.
box.
The best one is with Michael Bolton. With
That was
Jack
funny.
Sparrow.
There's a water of Captain Jack Sparrow. This is a tale. He's fucking going on. He fucking lives in my state. Fucking Michael Bolton. Me and my friend were actually gonna like hit him up and see if he'd like come down to where I shot the video for Pins and Needles. Because we were like, he can't be doing anything. He's like doing like Subways commercials and shit. He'd probably like jump at the opportunity to leave his house.
Yeah, you should make a song called Catwalk.
Catwalk.
On the
Featuring-
catwalk.
Do you know, I used to work at a telemarketing place when I was like 16. And Paris, he's my boss. He actually was Peyton Manning's cousin. Anyway, he would walk through, and you know, they always want you to stand up when you're talking on the phone. I'm like, let me sit the fuck down. Like, I don't want to stand up here. Get enthusiasm. I don't want enthusiasm. Leave me alone. He'd be like, cat scratch fever. Wow, wow, wow. Every single time he walked by. And he'd go to the bathroom, and he'd come back, cat scratch fever.
That's
Wow,
awesome.
Wow, wow. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Cadillacs on 22s.
It was just, I've heard every version, and it doesn't help because everybody knows if you have my Instagram, you know my last name. So I was always cat call, like call girl, like all these different versions of it. Like, you're pussy, 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 like all of it. I hear everything, which is
Now
why.
that was deliberate from your mom, right? Naming you that. Like it had to be, right? It wasn't like, oops.
Well, she does not like my nickname. She doesn't like it. She calls me Catherine. That's my name.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so, like, she didn't name me that with the purpose of being like, that's not my mom.
But it
wouldn't
was
do
a
that.
never.
Yeah, what you know about Right Said Fred, Larry?
On top of that, right, my brother's initials are MDK. MD is in death. MDK, which I thought was hilarious after watching Demolition Man.
I really thought you said MGK.
I know, that's why I clarified.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. I should cover that song.
You really should.
It hurts.
I'm a model. You know what I mean?
You could do the guy part for, like,
And
Barbie
I
Girl,
do
too.
my little turn on the catwalk.
That fucking song is too funny. You know, Drake did a remix to that. Oh yeah,
Did he really?
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah, it's like so bad. It's with I think Future's on it too.
Is that the one where he's like, she drives me crazy?
No. But there is a like halfway through the video, there's a funny part where he's like selling like a cologne, and it's just making fun of those like old like hypersexual cologne commercials, and it's like all smoky and shit. That was funny, but
Have you seen
the song's
foreign
awful.
foreign commercials? They are, like, dirty as fuck. my God.
Yeah,
I
there's
love to
some
see
crazy
band
motherfuckers.
commercials. Those are my favorite.
I was watching La Brea on like NBC or something,
Don't get me started.
and they had like commercials in the whatever, and one of them was like the chick that was in what the fuck is that show with I forget the name of the show. The Shits or Shits Creek.
Oh, yeah.
It had it had the daughter in that commercial, and like it's like for like some female sex hormone or some shit. And at the very end of the like commercial, like the doorbell rings and she looks in the camera and she goes, "I'm coming."
I've seen that. She's in her vajayjay. That's the whole
I
commercial.
was like, "Oh my gosh."
She's literally like all excited to go like screw a guy. And I was like, this is the most distasteful shit ever.
I just couldn't believe that. She's like, "I'm coming." I'm like, "Oh my god."
But I mean, that actually played. I was watching it on Peacock, which I
It's a
hate
good
the
song,
name.
Larry.
But
So
they would legitimately play that commercial over and over. Like, that's the only commercial they play. And I'm like, I'm so sick and tired of seeing her being like, I'm gonna go get laid. Like,
right, especially when you're not
stop.
getting laid, it's like I don't want to see this.
Well, I just don't need to
Kelly.
see anybody's hoo-hoo
I
from
want
the
to fucking watch La
inside.
Brea. God damn it.
Man, that show. I think that show could have been so great. I just think that I don't know who made it happen or not happen. The writers or the way they delivered. Whoever was making them deliver their lines horribly. Horribly.
Is this
I hated that
network
I hated that her
television show?
son like got so mad at her or whatever the fuck that he was like gonna let her die or whatever the fuck.
I just still
So dumb.
like, in all honesty, it's like those really awkward pauses where they'd be like, they'd come up and they'd like kind of look at them and then they'd look around and they'd look at them again. Guess so. And you're like, did you have to wait for 35 seconds to say that shit? Like, that was not necessary. Like, this, I don't
The
know.
script writer's like, we didn't write enough to fill up the time slot. Just look around the room.
I just felt like it was the lines were delivered very badly, but it was with across the board, and you can't say everybody sucked. So it had to be something that wasn't all of the actors and actresses. It had to be someone that's directing or writing that did it.
Be
Because
a good remix. Everybody sucks. Sometimes.
oh, Live, that was one of the first ones I bought for myself. Live.
The one with lightning crashes. Mm-hmm. And dolphins cry or something like that.
When dolphins cry. Dun, 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 dun.
Something like that. Is that what it's called?
And then like
Are you talking about When the Doves Cry by Prince?
Yeah.
No. No.
When
So some song about
dolphins
dolphins and live.
No, Live. That was one of the ones I bought for myself.
I know.
They didn't sing about dolphins, did they?
Live has a song with the word dolphins in the title.
This motherfucker. Hold on a second.
Of course, I type in
I
live
missed
with
him.
dolphins. Yeah, it's called Dolphins Cry.
I've never heard of that in my life. Dolphins cry.
You might have heard it once you hear the song.
Let me pull it up.
I get copyrighted.
You can make contact with these civilizations.
Oh god. Fucking commercials.
I know this is Gaia.com.
My dick in a box.
It's a good song.
Okay, so I just had sex one with Akon and Lonely Island. The dancer on a lip sync battle. Yes, that song. I love that song. On lip sync battle, the brother sister dancers from Dancing with the Stars. I never watched it, but that one, the blonde girl, she does this dance to it, and the brother is like dying watching, and it was fucking hot. It was ridiculous. But to use that song of all songs, it's worth a watch.
I'm sorry, I was listening to the dolphins cry thing.
Like,
I don't recognize it. That's like that
I know,
episode
like
of
this
SpongeBob
fucking
where they-
melody more than the words.
I don't think I ever heard it. Why is YouTube's being lame? It like wouldn't load up anything, just the video. Is it just me, or is like YouTube been weird recently? I mean, we established that it's deleting our subscribers, but besides that, it's not like loading for me like it normally does.
and I just noticed when I tried to pull it up, it didn't load for me very well either. But I figured because I was streaming, so I just
Pick up.
assumed.
Pick up my house phone, just hear. I don't
Get
even
off
have
the
a house phone.
computer! I'm on the phone.
Get off the phone. Jesus. I don't know why I'm Keanu Reeves, but
Oh God, I just thought of Bill and Ted. I love those movies. We had the best movies. Like,
it's funny how we're like all like movie buffs, but it's like none of us have seen the same movies. It
Well,
seems
I
like.
haven't seen any recent movies. I can tell you that. I haven't seen any new movies.
I watched a movie the other day. It was one of the YouTube movies or whatever. It was called The Slammin' Salmon.
Oh,
And it was actually like entertaining.
you want to see the worst
Sounds
movie?
like the sequel to Crying Dolphin.
Right?
Crying
What the
Dolphin
fuck? How'd we
slamming
get on this theme?
Yeah.
Gonna sleep with the fishes.
Yeah, right.
And I've said this before, if you want to see the worst movie I've ever seen in my life, that is almost worth it just because it's so horrible. It's called The Cleanse. It's got the dude from Big Bang Theory, the one who plays Leonard. It is the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life. I strongly
but in
suggest
like
that you
a good
watch
way?
it.
Oh, okay. You're suggesting it, so okay.
No, I'm
So it is.
suggesting you watch it just so that you too can check the box of this is the worst fucking movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, but is it so bad it's good, or is
No.
it just so bad it's bad?
It's so bad it's the worst movie ever.
I don't want to watch that.
My mom would be like, "We just watched this movie." Oh, she just said this the other day. We watched the movie with, I think she said Sandra Bullock and Brad Pitt on Netflix, and she was like, "It was awful." And she's like, "It's on Netflix if you want to check it out." I'm like, "Why the fuck would I want to check it out? You just told me it was awful."
Oh, I'm sure it was like what, 2 weeks notice or something like that. No, that's with Ryan Reynolds.
I have no idea what it was.
No, I think that was the proposal. Why do I know
yeah.
that?
Yeah. Because I love all.
That was
Sam-
actually not too bad.
I didn't
The
think it was
Proposal.
bad either.
Skullz is like, "It's my favorite movie."
Oh my god,
No,
it's the best.
he watches the Prince and Me movies every Christmas. Is what he watches.
Me?
Yeah.
I watch A Christmas Story every Christmas.
Oh, so do I.
What do I watch every
Wah,
Christmas?
wah, 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 wah.
Rah, 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 rah. It's smiling at me.
Back the hallway, the hallway. Such a good movie.
Oh, I watch The Grinch every Christmas.
Ew. See, that's one of my least favorite movies of all time.
Oh, you made me sad just now. I'm gonna have
Do
a
you
drink.
watch the Jim Carrey version?
Yes.
We're not friends anymore.
Oh my god.
Grinch.
Podcast over.
That's it. We're done. We're breaking up.
We're done. 30-something episodes. That's it. We had a good run.
Remember that commercial back in the day for the Tootsie Pops? It was like 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, yeah.
3. Don't know what.
I
part that
remember in Family Guy they did a thing where they were like licking toad as the new psychedelic drug. They'd like lick a toad, and they did a commercial like that. How many licks of you does it take to land yourself in a Rhode Island state prison? And then like the cage is closed, and it goes just one.
I feel like I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, that was early Family Guy. That was like season 2.
I'm not getting canceled. Skullz is canceled. I canceled him first. I got dibs.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go watch Grinch. Peace.
Mr. Grinch.
Have you seen? There was a show that I get. My kids and I say the what you doing there, what you doing there. It's got. Oh God, see, I know who he is. I can picture him. It's a family, and they're like on a road trip. They end up at a strip joint, and like all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm gonna see what it's called. Hold on.
Is that a movie?
It's a
It's
show.
like Little Miss Sunshine or something. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. What other road trip movies?
Oh, that pulled up Chingy. That's not who I meant.
Right
What you see is
there.
what you get.
I love it when you do it right
Right
there.
there.
Oh my god.
I can't find it. I'll find it someday. It was really funny.
I'm with you, Bill. I'm with you. I'm with you.
What do they
Camaraderie.
do at the strip joint?
Well, they end up so they stop right in this tiny town in the middle of nowhere, and they end up going in the strip club to get like I don't know if it's to the bathroom. I don't know why they end up going in there. I forget. It's been a minute. And then like the kids want little boys watching the strippers, and the girl is like the strippers are teaching her how to use tampons, and like it's just too. And then they've got this like redneck dude outside who's like, "What you doing there? What you doing there?" And the dude's like, "What?" He's like, "What you doing there? What did you say?"
How weird.
It is so funny.
I feel like this all leads back to like Fresh Off the Boat for some reason.
That was a badass show.
I don't know why that just reminded me of from Joe Dirt. That dude is home is where you make it. You like to see homos naked? No, home is where you make it.
Larry, what the hell are you talking about?
You want some of them French fried potatoes?
I sing fucking Michael Jackson at karaoke. Get closer. I'm burning. Yeah, fucking that's forever in my brain from Rush Hour 2.
Fucking hilarious.
That was one of the funniest cinematic moments ever. Just
You're the
love
porn star.
me till you don't know how.
You're the porn star.
Just
Yo,
made me choke.
I miss Chris Tucker so bad. He fucking is one of the funniest, naturally funniest people.
I love him in Fifth Element.
Oh yeah, he was
You be
wild. I mean,
right.
it's funny how that was like a giant parody, and then the Hunger Games like reaffirmed, like, yep, that's exactly how game show hosts and shit would be like.
Cat talking strip clubs. Yes, I was. And what's funny is that show started with a D. But no,
D nut.
one of these days, everybody that I can remember that's in here right now is going to get a DM from me, and I'll be like, "It's this show." Jamal Lee. Yes.
Yeah, Jamal Lee. Jamal. Jamal Lee.
Oh, baby, come on.
I like when he was booing the dude before him. He's destroying a classic. Boo! That's just too funny.
I still love in Friday when he's like, "Hey, Smokey over here taking a shit." I ain't gonna tell nobody else though.
Yeah.
Oh
That
my
dude is too funny. Bro, even Jackie Chan was funny as fuck in that movie. Like, I was
Jackie
surprised.
Chan is
how
always
funny he was.
hilarious.
Yeah, he's another natural funny dude. It's just like the faces he makes while he's doing these crazy stunts.
And he does them all himself, like everything.
Yeah.
Like the craziest stunts. Yep, that's him. Everybody else is like, body double, let's go. He's like, nah, let me do this.
Yeah, no, they'd have to CGI a Jackie Chan nowadays, it seems like.
Yeah, well, because, people don't have talent as much anymore, unfortunately. And that's the thing, like, it's the same saturation you get in, like, mainstream bullshit, right? Back in old Hollywood, man, they had to sing and dance and have talent and be able to do all these different things.
Yeah, now it's just cheaper to just,
Just stand there. They get,
you just stand there, we're going to make a 3D model of your face and then put it on a 3D model of someone else's body that looks better than yours. And then we're going to do this.
Yeah, you don't even really have to talk. We've got your voice recorded from the 8,000 phone calls that you make. You're good.
Right. They just hit up the FBI if they want to hire you. Like, we need a good, strong voice. They're like, we got you. Jackson Pierce's voice. And they give it to him.
Sorry, I was trying to watch Solved Mysteries.
Yeah,
I'm
Jackie
gonna
Chan
start-
is a comic genius. He really is. Dude, do you remember fucking Shanghai Noon?
Yes.
Oh, I fucking
With
love
Owen
those
Wilson?
movies. Yeah, wow.
He got such a weird nose.
Yeah, he broke that shit. He definitely fell on his face at some point.
And didn't fix it.
Yeah, or like passed out into his own crotch and broke it. Or I don't know the story.
That took a turn.
Yeah, wow. He just woke up and nose is broken. Wow.
Oh my god.
Owen Wilson was funny too.
Okay.
You talk about these people like they're dead.
I know.
I mean, they might as well be.
Like, I
It's
miss
a new
Chris Tucker.
generation.
Owen Wilson's so cool.
Well, that's the thing is I don't watch any movies anymore. Like I don't watch anything new, so they might not be, but they're like not young and fun anymore. They're old and like.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Tucker. The last thing I saw Chris Tucker in was Silver Linings Playbook, and he was just like a side character.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's with Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence, I think her name
Didn't
is.
he gain like a lot of weight?
Yeah, he had some weight on that too. Yeah, even in Rush Hour 3, he was a bit bigger.
I mean, not that I got any fucking room to talk.
He was just enjoying life.
You look quite dapper in your picture, man.
I know, right? From fucking 2017.
Hey, hey, nobody gonna know.
I think it is from like 2017.
Ow! I just ran over my own toe with my chair. That hurt.
I was actually on a cruise in that picture, and I was not in my right mind. Let's put it that way.
You were in a suit on a cruise?
Yeah, because you dress up for like a couple dinners.
Oh.
It suits you. Hey.
It's what?
I said it suits you.
Oh, thank you. Such a gentleman.
I'm so glad I have to say it again. I hated myself for saying it the first time.
That was horrible.
No, when
I
I think
wanted to
it's
say something about a tie, but I give up.
all I'm thinking about is Barney Stinson, though. Suit up! But fucking tonight is like the reference night.
Did you
Like we're
just
just
say butt
referencing
fucking?
everything.
He just said butt fucking.
What did you say?
Oh, did I? I said butt fucking, apparently.
You did. You said butt fucking tonight is the night.
But what?
What?
Ew.
Yes, DK, are you talking about Kung Pao? I think the movie was called. I think he's talking about Kung Pao, which was a
And
fucking
Kenneth from
hilarious movie.
Connecticut.
Who? Hello?
Sherry's laughing. Hi, Sherry. Don't mind us.
Ken Kniff from Connecticut.
Hmm.
Ken Kniff. Ken Kniff. I don't know why I'm saying it like
See,
that.
I don't do voices, so I can't help but just sit here and laugh. Cause
Goals, what's the best voice you do?
I don't even know.
Like if you had to pick
don't know.
one.
I don't know. Most of the Family Guy ones are pretty easy. I think Quagmire's pretty funny.
Let's hear it.
All right. Let's have sex.
That is pretty good.
It's probably not the best one I do. I think Stewie's and Peter are probably the best I do, but yeah. But Quagmire's fun.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Can you like keep going if you wanted to, or you just have like that one thing you go to?
Hey, it's Quagmire. Like, I just can't think of anything else he says. Oh yeah,
Nice.
Peter. I've been watching a lot of that internet porn.
I knew you would.
yeah. Quagmire, you doing all right?
He was always a fucking weirdo.
what the fuck?
Cat's completely lost.
No,
Gotta
but
watch some Family Guy, dude.
Come on,
I'm not-
Peter.
Yeah, see, I know you could do it, bro. Peter. I can't even try.
I can't
I
do
think
any
other
voices.
voices.
I can't.
I think the best one I can do is Kermit the Frog by far.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's
We gotta
really
hear
easy.
this. It is pretty easy.
I'm Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, Kermit the Frog.
Welcome to the Elsewhere podcast with Jackson, Pierce, Cat, and Skullz.
We're here with Cat Calling and Jackson Pierce.
Yours is like more of like the toned down Kermit.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah, it sounds kind of more bitch made. Like, just like, kind of like he's like trying to keep his voice down.
Have you ever heard that skit with like it's like Kermit the Frog and Big Bird getting high?
No.
Dude, it's so fucking funny.
Have you seen Dave Chappelle's whole thing with the puppets?
I don't think so.
Oh my god, bro, that was so funny.
He's like,
Oh.
I forgot what we were doing, Kermit. And then he's like,
I'm stoned.
you gotta look that up. It's really funny.
There's also I'll definitely check that out. There's also there was Sad Kermit. I remember back in the MySpace days, where it was Kermit singing all these really sad songs, and there was a music video for him singing "Hurt" by 9 Inch Nails,
Oh, really?
and he's like looking at pictures of fucking Miss Piggy and shit, and all sad. What
Started a
have I
song,
become? It's
I
so
started
funny.
a song, Peter Griffin doing "Dance with Somebody" by Whitney Houston.
Oh god.
It's pretty funny.
What's that?
I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody.
I could totally see him singing that too.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Oh, stupid. Of course, I would think it's. I wish I could do it.
Chase my blues away.
Believe it or not, I'm working on it.
Same, DK. Me too.
And then I do like a Peter Griffin in my own song, like "Thrill the Chase."
They see me coming and they want to run away.
It's the way you say "way." It's perfect.
And how
It's
do you like
exactly.
you?
Remember when they were all singing Journey?
I don't know. I don't know if I saw that one.
Oh yeah, they were all doing it. It was great when Joe did it, but I'll butcher it if I even try to do it. But he just basically screams the lyrics.
Was that the pedo's name, Herman, Bill? I don't do that one very good.
It's Herbert the Pervert. Yeah, because you need to
Pervert,
do the
yeah.
whistle, and the whistle's the hard part.
Like I just like the,
You want some candy, Chris?
but it's not that great. Yeah,
Yeah, I can't even do it. You like popsicles? It's so weak.
yeah, you do that better.
But it's so youthful.
Mm.
Yeah.
Come into my basement, Chris.
I'm
Feel like your cat's just dying, and she's
You do that a lot.
But it's
You
so
don't
much
like
fun.
popsicles?
That's a funny thing though. Like with those real popular cartoons, like all the voices are relatively like everyone can sort of do an impression of him. You know?
I thought it was
Like,
crazy
probably
when I
because
found
it's a
out that a
character.
chick did the voice of Bart Simpson.
Oh yeah. I actually met. I don't know if you ever watched Fairly Odd Parents.
No,
Well,
but I heard about that recently though.
I actually met the girl who did the main character on that because I
Nice.
interned for a movie with Melissa Joan Hart in it, and her mother was directing it. It was funny. I was actually talking to her mom, and I didn't even know until like
Nice.
afterwards. I was like, "Oh shit."
Was she weird?
No, she was pretty intense though. Like,
You know, fairly odd. Was she weird?
Haha.
okay. No. Well, the funny thing is, I said she was kind of intense, and it's funny. I was talking to her actually in a tent because
funny.
it was raining out that day.
It was intense.
Yeah,
And you were in a tent. Got it.
Yeah, slap your knee. But
I heard a funny joke when I was living in Arizona. And it was what two cities in Arizona have the most Mexicans? And it was
God.
Tent City and Food City.
Oh god,
And I thought that was pretty funny.
I have never been to Arizona.
I just said that too. I was like,
I'd like
did
to
you?
go to Arizona. I hear there's some wine being made out in Arizona. Probably not as much as other states, but that's all I know about Arizona.
well, I mean, my son's grandparents on his father's side, they have a vineyard in southern Kansas. So, they make their own wine. But get this, I actually in the last 6 months have met like 6 people that live in Arizona, and actually, well, one of my other childhood friends from like elementary school, I still keep in touch with her, and her family moved there a couple years ago. But aside from her, I've never ever met anyone in Arizona. And then all of a sudden, like, I think it's like Blindsight, Alpha Bite. Yeah, it's the only two I can think of off the top of my head. They all live in that area, and they keep telling me who else lives in Arizona. I'm like, where did like everybody just up and like move to Arizona and said, I'm gonna rap? Like, what
Luna
the
lives there too. So does
Okay.
Futuristic.
f-
I lived there like 14 years.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, like everybody up moved to Arizona, and it's like in the water. They're like, oh, we're gonna go rap. Okay, like, okay. I mean, just because it's a small circle of people, and then for such a chunk of them to live in that state, it's just really interesting to me.
Yeah, it's like probably because it's like close to LA, but it's just far enough. You're like, kind of keeping your foot out the door.
I thought maybe they'd be bored. Maybe they're bored or something. Because I think Arizona. I think Tremors.
I loved Arizona.
I mean, I almost on one hand, I kind of wish that I lived in more dry heat. Like I'm dying because I think it was supposed to rain and it didn't.
Dude, I hate Florida, man. I go outside and I'm fucking dripping sweat in like 5
Fucking
minutes.
hate Florida too. Yeah, I mean, dude, you can't even walk barefoot out there because the grass stabs you. Like, fuck that place.
Yeah, and there's lizards fucking everywhere.
Well, there's lizard. I was just taking a video of one yesterday when I was talking to Truth, and I sent it to him. But I was trying to throw pens at it so I didn't have to get up, so I could make it move, so you could actually see where it was on my drain pipe. But yeah, the little geckos running everywhere.
You had a lizard in your drain pipe?
No, there was a lizard on my drain pipe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's one thing. Like seeing them everywhere down here freaked me out at first. Just it was weird. And we found one that was sitting on the toilet paper dispenser in my bathroom. All of a sudden, my daughter sits down to go pee. She's like, "Mom!" I'm like, "What?" There's just a lizard just sitting on the toilet paper, just staring at her. Freaked her
Dude,
the
one
fuck out. It
time-
was great.
This is kind of a funny story. When I was living in Arizona, I went to like a Chinese buffet takeout place once, and I like was taking my ex like a dinner home or whatever, and they had like the huge crabs, like the full fucking crab, like kind of like the size of your hand. And so like I went back to her place, and I hung that from the toilet paper dispenser, like in the bathroom. And her fucking sister went in there and fucking about shit herself, man. reaching for the fucking toilet paper, and there's a fucking crab hanging on it.
Well, if you're gonna
I
shit
thought it
yourself,
was
that's a good place to shit yourself.
I thought of that when I said it. Damn it! I knew that was coming.
Yeah. Ah! And wipe.
I just thought it was funny.
I know, it is funny because those things kind of freaked me out because I remember
It
having.
was pretty crabby afterwards.
Wow.
That was as bad as my suit. It suits you joke. I love it.
I once had those crabs that like live in the water, like in a fish tank. They like run around on the bottom. Apparently, this
All I
summer.
heard was you once had those crabs.
Yeah, I did. It was one crab. It wasn't a bunch. They live in the fish tank on the bottom, and apparently had learned how to climb the air hose and get out. And so all I see is this spider-shaped thing running across my floor. I about died. I freaked out. And
Dude,
then
fuck that.
I was so upset. Like at the time I was like 16. I made my dad come get it. And he's like, "Here, just put it, see, it's the crab." I'm like, "Okay," but he's like, "Dump it in there." And I was like, "No, because I don't believe you that it's the crab. And if you dump it in there, it's going to go whoosh and like shoot out the top and land in my hair." Like I was so terrified. I hate those things. I never got another one. He mysteriously died. So, oops.
Yeah, I hate spiders.
Oops.
Big time.
You make it sound like you did it. Mysteriously died. Oops.
Well, I wasn't sad. I mean, my goldfish died, and my stepmother, she passed away a long time ago. But at the time, my stepmother put the fish in the garbage disposal because she didn't want to leave it in the trash can to smell. My pet goldfish that was
Not just flush it.
because she didn't want it to block up. She didn't want it to like go in the septic system.
Dude, that's fishy.
Oh god. I'm just picturing the eulogy at the sink. Like the most fucked up thing. Like, we say goodbye to Goldie today. Let's just put it in the garbage disposal and turn it on.
Yeah,
Jeez,
it was
that's gold.
horrible.
Oh my god. So fucked up. Great dark humor. Never forgetting.
Papa Sweaty.
And that's
forgetting.
full circle,
What's
y'all. We just officially got full circle right there. Oh my goodness. I am going to end up shutting us down early or ish today because I have to be up at 5 and work as much as humanly possible. My deadline is end of like midnight tomorrow, and I have like 3 days worth of work to do. So I have to be up in Like, I have to go to bed soon.
All right.
For
well,
once.
I won't expect to hear from you tomorrow.
Yeah, you probably won't hear from me because I'll be listening to my books. But Jackson, I can't thank you enough for spending the time with us and hanging out with us. And honestly, I can't wait to see what you put out next. If you put out.
Nice one. Nice
You
one.
put out.
I used to put out.
Then he got crabby.
Right.
Oh my God.
No, but seriously, yeah, this was fun, man. It was good to meet you.
Yeah, you too, man. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed talking to you guys.
Yeah, we have fun around here. We never know what the hell we're going to talk about or what we're thinking, and it's just it ends up everywhere. But the second you hit full circle, it's like, well, there you go. Like it just all came back to the Papa Schweddy, and I'm like, that's it. That was the moment.
I feel like that's the cue.
Yeah, pretty much. But no, I appreciate you guys being here, and Jackson, thank you for spending the time. And you guys check him out. His channel, his top 10s are ridiculous and amazing, and I religiously watch them. So if anybody has ever asked, like, hey Kat, where do you keep finding this music? That's where. Plus his music is fire. He's got tons and tons and tons of content. It's pretty cool. So you can go down that rabbit hole, keep yourself busy for a few minutes,
Appreciate you, Kat and Skullz, and everybody in here.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, you guys.
And we'll see y'all elsewhere.
Do it again next time.
Yeah, I had to do
Soon, I
that
should say.
voice. You have to say it in that voice, really. Like,
Hell yeah, you gotta mix it up.
that was awesome. All right, y'all have
I'll
a good
see you
night.
guys next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Fuckers.